you. We gotta fucking just destroy it.
I want it like it was, where language was realistic and raw.
Destroy it.
Sexual content is realistic, and just fucking people reacting with people is realistic.
Sit the fuck back.
I'm being a trumpeter.
I got a catchy name. Shit radio.
All right, we hit a low here.
We have contact. Oh my God, Jimmy's face is all over her pussy.
Whoa, look at how small my butthole is.
That's funny. This is shit radio.
And it fucking stinks. It stinks.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I would imagine a lot of people are sleepy this morning.
Sleepy.
From all those fucking football games over the weekend.
Watch a little football. A lot of Monday morning quarterbacking going on today.
Not really, though, if you think about it.
Yes.
The games ended like they were supposed to end.
No, but you'll get the Monday morning quarterbacking on some individual plays.
The Brett Favre play at the end of the game.
That was a biggie.
That fucker should have ran that ball. I think everyone's in agreement.
Yeah.
And then he throws that interception, forcing overtime, and then forget it. Saints win.
Did they get the ball at all in overtime, the Vikings?
No.
Saints, they did.
No, they did not.
And I don't believe in the Jets game they should have gone for that long field goal. I think they should have just punted, because that ended up being a touchdown for the Colts.
Which one? I'm so confused now.
I believe it was like the first quarter, maybe the second.
He missed two.
Yeah, he missed two. I know that. But there was another long one where it was like, dude, punt the fucking ball. Just punt it. And they wound up running it back for
no, that was like I think that was going to be a 52-yarder, right?
Yeah, but fucking punt it.
That's
early.
in range.
You're doing good. No, I don't think they should have done that.
Doesn't matter. The Colts were the better team.
I know. I'm just saying individual plays, obviously. I think that was kind of a silly thing to do.
I mean, Peyton Manning throws for almost 400 yards. You're not going to win. You're not going to win the game.
Yeah.
You're just not going to win the game.
True.
I think the biggest...
That's off.
I think the biggest play of the weekend, though, was the Brett Favre thing.
Brett Favre.
Throwing that interception when it looked like he could just run down the sideline for 10, 15 yards, and then they could fucking kick the field goal and go to the Super Bowl.
When you've been assaulted, literally in the legal sense of the word assaulted by another team the whole game, I think he was a little scared to even run.
Right.
They beat the shit out of him.
He took some shots, didn't he?
Oh, my God, did he take some massive hits. And he didn't even have the ball at that point.
No.
Like, there was so many late hits. They were snapping, and he was like, boom, just throw. I got to get rid of the ball. It's
unbelievable.
Hysterical. Beat the shit out of him.
Can I see that play again? I want to see if he really could have run. Yeah,
look, it's wide open. All he has to do is get to that 30-yard line.
You're right.
There was a player. I don't know if he could have got that far.
He could have gotten out of bounds over there.
Yeah, but he's already at the 40. Even if he gets to the 35, they have a shot. A 52-yarder, because it's the end of the game, too, so that they have nothing to lose. They go for it at that point.
Yeah,
a long field goal. At least it gives you a chance, right? Because they never got the ball in overtime.
Which is another thing they're bringing up. A lot of people are all pissed at that overtime rule. The sudden death in football. It shouldn't be. You win that coin toss, you're in pretty good shape.
You win the coin toss, yes.
I'd like to know the stats. Overtime stats, how many teams that win the coin toss win the fucking game?
Danny's good, but I don't know. Are you that good, Danny?
Danny goes,
yeah, I think so.
Look at him go. Because it shouldn't be that way, dude. It should, they should be able to play for a limited time. Give them a quarter.
They probably
few
should
minutes.
They
whatever.
probably should play a short quarter.
Short quarter.
Yeah, you knock a couple minutes off the quarter, maybe.
Because it's like you win the coin toss, you get into field goal range. Hey, thank you.
It's the only way to stop a tie from going on, though, because if you allow... I've heard the argument where both teams should get at least one possession, but field goal, touchdown.
All right.
Then there's no way to guarantee that a tie doesn't
How
end the
about
game.
this? Short quarter, then sudden death. Because then at least you give both teams a chance to score.
A chance, maybe.
Fox was saying that Favre had a clear 10 yards to run.
Maybe.
And they blamed it on the Democrats? Is Fox, what?
Yes.
Enjoy the Jets shirts, fucking Haiti.
Yeah, Haiti's going to love those.
And the Viking shirts, for that matter.
Right.
Enjoy the NFL shirts, Haiti.
I'm happy my Saints are in. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Been suffering for years.
Who do you want in the Super Bowl, Saints or the Colts?
Saints, because they've never gone.
That's true. Never been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I didn't hate seeing them go. I just kind of felt bad for Favre.
Yeah, on paper, it looks like it'll be a fine Super Bowl, though, huh?
Yeah.
Two high-powered offenses going at it. Enough. They usually say a nice defense wins the Super Bowl, but I guess maybe not this year.
Yeah.
You got two teams that just love to freaking score.
Am I going out on a limb saying Manning's pretty good? he can seem to toss a ball to his pals.
I was in a hardcore Jets environment yesterday, and you could just feel it in the room. Like the end of that second quarter, the wheels were starting to get wobbly. They weren't falling off yet, but you knew there was a problem with the wheels as you're riding down the highway.
After the first quarter, you're like, "Holy shit! Look at these Jets."
Jets played all right,
They're fucking doing good. This is great. And then second quarter, by the end of it, you're like, they get in the locker room.
Still a close game. It's
close. It could,
but everyone's voice was getting a little higher.
We can do this. It could happen.
Fuck.
You gotta believe.
John in Georgia might have the math problem solved here. Let's go to John in Georgia. Johnny.
Hey, it's 53% of the time the team that wins the coin toss wins the game.
53%. That's a lot less than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I assumed it would be higher than that.
But you know what? There shouldn't be any chance with the coin toss. You know what I mean?
Well, now from 2000 to 2007, regular season, there have been 124 overtime games. In every single game except one, I believe it says, the team that won the toss elected to receive. And those receiving teams won 60% of the time and tied once.
That's now we're starting to look at a nice advantage.
Yeah.
They're probably figuring, look, your defense has to get it done the first. It's sudden death is kind of exciting. You've had 4 quarters. You got to do something.
It just
extra innings, same way. Although both teams.
Yeah,
do both teams get it up in extra innings?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right,
home team, right.
It just comes down to a coin toss and a field goal. So many times it seems.
I don't like that it comes down to the coin toss. Figure out who gets to choose if they want to, receive or whatever, some other way.
Where they have to use their football skills.
Well, total offense, I don't know. Whoever had there's got to be a better way than just deciding on the coin toss. You know what I mean? That's just pure luck. Give it to the team that maybe played a little better in the actual game, stat-wise, or something.
That'd be rough.
I don't know.
I think they should just let them, duke it out for another short quarter.
Yeah.
Well, I was just reading just now what some people would like to see happen is to, instead of the first to score, it's the first to score 6 points, so that way a field goal can't win it.
Oh, you need 2 field goals.
So you would need
or a
2 field goals or a touchdown to win.
Oh!
You know what? That works.
That makes fucking sense.
That fucking works right there.
But again, I think the problem is you're going to wind up.
That works.
With the tie at the end of that quarter. 1 field goal, 1 field goal.
Or you know what? Bring out the skinny field goal of help me out.
What, you got to thin out the fucking
uprights?
Thank you.
It's just the size of a football.
Bring out the skinny ones.
Yeah. And you can't punt it through. You have to actually fire it out of your asshole.
Be new special teams.
Imagine they bring out the skinny uprights. Half the size. All right, let's see how good you are now, fucker.
I like the 6-point rule.
I like the 6-point rule.
That's a good one because you need a field goal. Then the other team will go, look, we get a field goal. And then they get, that would make you go for that fucking touchdown, too. Yeah. If one team gets the 3 points, right? Now, the next team, you're going to want to score a touchdown because if you just score a field goal, then the other team gets it, and they get 6 points. So it forces the second team up to try for a touchdown.
Who said coin cost? Was it me or you?
Could have been any of us.
Oh, my God.
Coin cost.
Who said it? I got the biggest chills.
Could have been any of us.
Who said coin cost? It's coming in too many times. I don't even want to know, man. I'll find out during the replay.
Shit.
I would bet money it's me.
I don't know. I could have done it. I've said it a few times. Once you say it a lot.
Fuck. Whatever. Hey, man, the games were on late for morning show hosts. That's a late night, 10:30 on a Sunday, quarter to 11, whatever the fuck it was.
2 games, Two.
I want to say 2 good games, but
Jets game was great for the first half. Well, Colts was better.
Jets game was great for Jets fans because you're gonna hang in there, but the average fan is probably done with that game, pretty much in the third quarter. It's over. You could see it. You could see the whole momentum turning.
When's the Super Bowl?
2 weeks.
What's the date of that?
Huh?
What's the date of that?
2 weeks. I would say the 7th.
Oh, okay, cool.
That would be my guess.
The big game.
Let's go to Brian in Philly.
The big game.
Brian.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Just a simple suggestion: just make the field goal kicker illegal in overtime, so you could only score a touchdown to get points.
That's even. Well, no, I mean,
take too long to break the tie.
Yeah.
What, touchdown?
Yeah.
No, you're saying just make, you can't kick field goals in overtime.
Nah, I like the 6-point rule.
Yeah, you got to get something from marching down the field a little bit.
That makes sense. I like the 6-point rule. And then if the other team can't pull it off, then, the first team does it again, and then they deserve to win. It's not at least the other team gets to touch the fucking ball.
Do you think that call was interference late in the game yesterday? That set up the Saints field goal?
I didn't see that one.
I thought they should just let him play hard in overtime. I guess it was, but they could have kind of let it go.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't make as many, unless they're obvious, calls. If you're trying to bulldog the quarterback with his face mask or something.
Well, that's what they were doing
to
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre took so many high hits.
He's a fucking tough guy, man.
Laying on his back, just fucked up.
He's a tough guy.
He's got to be.
Absolutely.
40 years old. He's out there getting pounded by thugs.
Yep.
By young thugs.
Let's say hi to Brooks, the trucker. Brooks.
Oh, he was here.
Good morning, Brooks.
Saw a truck once when I was a boy.
Let's get to the important question. How was the christening?
Well, my brother did the right thing and made sure that we were back at his house in time to fucking watch the Jets game. But
good.
Yeah.
That christening thing is a waste of time. Holy shit. Kid doesn't even know what's going on in the church.
Yeah, so who cares?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I don't have much
pictures.
I don't have much christening material, to be honest with you. It was a christening. I got to hang out with my family, which is always good. They're all good eggs. And, they lucked out, though. My brother lucked out because this was a 3:30 start.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a 1 o'clock start, which was exactly when the christening started.
That would have been a problem.
That would have been a major problem. But then you got the priest making Jets jokes and stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah, let's get out of here. We got a game to watch.
God doesn't want that. God doesn't want him talking about the Jets.
Joking about the Jets?
Did he give a prayer for the Jets? Didn't work.
No, he didn't give a prayer. But he wasn't that brave. That's all I have on that. What do you want from me? Let's say hi to Barry in Indiana. Barry.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, with the football, what I think they should do is they should have a field goal kickoff in overtime. Have each kicker get out there, start kicking field goals, and every time they make one, they move a little bit further back, and the first one to miss, that team loses.
That's like hockey,
man.
Yeah,
nobody wants a shootout. It's just...
I'm done with the hockey shootout. We'll talk about that as the hockey season gets deeper and deeper into the season. I'm not a fan of the shootout anymore. But, I mean, I think you're onto something. I think what they need to do is get the field goal kickers out on the field, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just the field goal kicker. He's got a tee and the ball, both guys. And it's full contact between the two guys. And the first one that's able to make a field goal from outside, I don't know, 35 yards, that team wins.
With the guys
just completely
coming down on him and
just completely assaulting each other as they're trying to set up their tee.
Make it even challenging. Make the quarterback kick the field goal.
Then all of a sudden it turns into MMA and stuff. They're just beating the crap out of each other, hoping the guy will stay down the ground so then he could set up his tee and his little ball and kick it through the uprights. The skinny uprights, remember.
That's right.
Thank you, Barry.
All right, guys. Peace out, man.
All right. Let's go to Rob in Connecticut. Rob.
Get Opie.
Hey, buddy.
What you should do is go to the college rules, when both team gets the ball on the 30, and you go from there, and you go back and forth until somebody wins the game.
Yeah, college has it figured out a little bit. They do sort of what you're saying, Ant.
Yeah?
Yeah, both teams get the ball. So
the other thing with the Vikings game, there was absolutely fair. Vikings got to call a coin toss, and they lost it, and Saints took over and won the game.
Yeah, the Vikings did make the call. That's right. and lost the coin toss. But you can't to lose a coin toss and then the other team gets a pretty big advantage. It's just I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
It really doesn't.
And look, I don't like the Vikings that much. It would have been just kind of cool to see the Vikings in the damn thing. You know, I'm
get beat up some more. That guy, I don't think he could have taken a Super Bowl.
Well, that's why a lot of people say I have a sports curse. It really is. I always go for the underdogs. I'm a big underdog fan. I always go for the underdog. I wanted a fucking Jets-Vikings Super Bowl. That ain't happening.
No, it certainly wasn't.
All right, Rob. Look at Brett Favre just limping off the field.
Some of the hits are just like, how?
He had a pretty good game, too, right? He had over 300 yards. Damn.
There's a great picture in the paper of Governor Patterson.
I saw that, too. I'm so glad you're bringing this up.
He's got his hands up like he's shocked, and it says Governor Patterson reacts while watching Jets AFC Championship game against Indianapolis Colts.
Why doesn't it just say listening to?
Of course. Look at he's facing the refrigerator. He has no idea. Right now, he's looking at the handle of a refrigerator, and he's yelling, "Go Sanchez!" It's like it's a Bud Light commercial, Governor, that's on.
Yeah, look at him.
I'd hate to watch the game with him. Yeah, what happened? Nothing.
Just trying to fit in and just starts cheering, hoping it matches up to the play on the TV.
Score, not for them.
He's got his jersey on.
It's backwards. He doesn't know. It's not even a real Jets jersey.
It's an Emerson Boozer jersey from 1969.
Hey, more importantly, what was the mayor's bet? We didn't talk about the mayor's bet.
Did they have the big mayor's bet?
What did our dumb mayor here in New York City bet? It's got to be so just embarrassing. I bet you it's going to be a nice douche chill.
I think.
What did the mayor's bet?
I think the mayor's bet that Patterson will walk around wearing prescription glasses if the Jets lose, and they'll do something about Down syndrome in honor of the Manning's face if the Colts lose. Jesus, Mannings are all ugly.
I think if the
got a lot of Super Bowls under their belt, though.
Holy shit, do they?
I guess it says something about being ugly. I mean, they weren't able to date in high school. They didn't get okay. Well. I had a nice concept.
It was like
but
what
I
was
just
happening
feel
is
like getting there.
You watching you say that it was like watching a carpet unroll and you're running to try to get to the end of the rug and it just wasn't happening.
I'm tired for once, man. I'm usually never tired. Basically, they didn't date in high school, so then they have more time to.
Oh, you're not trying
throw
to
the ball and.
Oh no, you're
not.
Well,
now I'm just going. I'm not even going for the joke. Now I'm just going with a fact.
Were you the first time?
I don't know.
It just sounded like you were making a statement of fact.
Yes. Yay.
I had a nice ugly concept that I just couldn't get together.
Let's see. If the Jets won, Mayor Ballard would have sent Bloomberg shrimp cocktail from St. Elmo's Steakhouse. If Colts won, which they did, Mayor Bloomberg is going to send Ballard pizza from Danino's Pizza Place. But if the Jets won, they also would have gone into
what hacks
Indianapolis and completely closed down the Indianapolis Speedway and set up chairs for the homeless to sit in. Asshole.
Pizza will be cold by the time it gets to Indianapolis.
Of course it will be, dummies.
The mayor bet is just so it's hack.
Bet a blowjob.
Make it really worth your while.
Loser sucks the winner's cock, or vice versa if it's San Francisco, Vermont.
Why can't they get creative? Why does it have to be a food bet every time? Why? They can't figure
it's
something
always
out.
some stupid New York. Hey, New York pizza against what?
Really? And like Jimmy said, by the time it gets down there, someone really is going to eat it. For real.
Who's eating that, by the way?
Who's going to eat the shrimp cocktail after it's traveled?
Yeah.
Philly, it's a cheesesteak if there's a Philadelphia team.
Right. Call me silly.
Silly.
Is Indianapolis known for its shrimp?
No,
and
it's surrounded by land.
Industry. I really it doesn't seem to me like a thing you'd want to get from Indianapolis.
Well,
shrimp.
Well, let's get a Colts fan on the line. I bet you it has something to do with Indianapolis.
Well, it might have something to do with it, but as far as edibility,
I don't know.
I mean,
man.
look at it. I don't see one fucking piece of water that would have shrimp in it around there.
Where do they catch it? They catch it on Route 74.
Danny just keeps going out with Google Earth, and the closest body of water is like one of the Great Lakes.
Holy shit.
In Chicago. The closest body of water is Chicago.
I just assumed there was water somewhere nearby.
No, they actually eat land. They eat land shrimps. They hang out. They burrow into the shoulder of Route 74. The very famous land shrimps. They have little feet.
Why would they send shrimp? There isn't a fucking... They're landlocked.
Let's wait for the answer. I guarantee a Colts fan will explain why.
I see 2 reservoirs.
Why shrimp?
I see 2 reservoirs. I don't think they have reservoir shrimp.
They probably raise shrimp in their toilet bowls or something.
Is that what they do?
That's something horrific. Is there a river? Do shrimp live in
shrimp.
rivers?
Those are crawfish.
I don't know.
I don't even...
Hold on. Where did fucking stupid Forrest Gump? Wasn't it a river that he was trying to catch shrimp in? Can't you catch him in a river?
No, I think he was down in, like, Louisiana.
Oh, the bayou for Louisiana. Okay.
Maybe, like, at the mouth of the old Mississippi. But I don't think in Indianapolis you're getting shrimp.
What are they?
You don't know.
All right.
It's a dumbass bet.
Exactly.
The mayor took that.
Let's go to Chris. Chris, congratulations on your fine victory yesterday.
And Chris.
Hey, boys.
Hey, man.
Yeah, they really took it to him, right? What about the big fuck you to the Indianapolis Colts fan? I think you owe us an apology.
I've congratulated all you motherfuckers on Twitter last night.
Oh, you motherfuckers. That's a good apology.
I was definitely rough leading up to the game, but in the end, I said, hey, congratulations.
That's nice to you, faggots.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking check that Twitter thing out, I guess.
I even exploited my little fucking nephew from the christening to make a little video about how the Jets fans felt. So, look, I did everything I could for you.
Hey, the shrimp cocktail thing is from St. Elmo's. It's a famous steakhouse. It's not that they catch the shrimp in Indianapolis, Jimmy. It's just that they have them flown in daily.
Well, then how about you send steak from a steakhouse, because flown in daily is not like where they get some shrimp and you get it like that day, and it's got to be frozen and flown. And
I think your mayor sucks.
That's a stupid bet.
He does suck, but he's not blind like your governor. So
shit. Shit.
No one else holding that high an office in this country is blind. I think Patterson's the only blind governor.
Yeah. Rules.
It's and they make the horseradish sauce right there. They grind it up.
Right? Hold on. They make the horseradish on premises? That's unheard of, dude. I knew there was a place in this country that made horseradish on premises.
You got to fly it in from Indiana,
and they buy the bread from within 3 hours of there. My God, freshest food ever.
Possible.
You still haven't explained. I'm
losing it here.
All right, look, I got to get another Colts fan because there's no way that's the explanation.
That they're known for their shrimp cocktail and steak at this St. Elmo's Steakhouse, but it's still flown in shrimp.
You would still send the steak over the shrimp.
Send the steak. You know,
that's why shrimp is an appetizer.
Beef out there.
You don't see shrimp as an entree.
Yeah.
You don't send the appetizer. You send the entree.
New York, known for good pizza, no matter where you are.
For real, though?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
It is.
For real?
That's for real.
A little too thin for me.
I like that.
I like Western New York pizza, believe it or not. A little thicker.
That's
a little thicker.
That's your upbringing.
It's a little meaty. I'm not from. Well, I guess
you spent formative years there.
I did spend
probably
too much
fucked
time
you up in
there.
your pizza palate. Your pizza palate's fucked.
It's too thin, and then it burns your fucking mouth, the roof of your mouth.
Tasty. I want a slice of pizza like right now.
Pizza makes my mouth dry.
Sparrow pizza. You're going with Sparrow Pizza is the best New York pizza?
No, it's funny in the office.
It was Michael Scott. He's talking about, he's excited to go to New York for his favorite New York pizza, and then it's him outside of a Smart.
He's in Times Square and he's walking around and goes, I'm going to go in and get some of that famous New York pizza. And they show him walk into a Sparrow.
Fucking they have some nice, back when it was still pretty fun.
They have some nice spaghetti, actually. Sparrow. Sparrow? I'm going to go with
It's good when you're really hammered at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah. You shove
That's the only
anything
thing
in your
open.
mouth. Exactly. Shove anything in your mouth.
No one has ever had bad pizza.
Oh, yeah.
You've had bad pizza where you actually go, this sucks?
Which is not like when you eat it in New York all the time, or when you're used to it, it's like then you have a piece that's like somewhere in it's like too much, the sauce is too saucy.
You've traveled around, Jimmy. Worst pizza in America.
Hard to say. I mean, I haven't eaten much of it in L.A.
California, man.
California? Oh, yeah, because they fuck it up with all that.
No,
all that shit.
The thing is, if they fuck it up, then at least they could call it some kind of California pizza. Even Chicago, they got a deep dish pizza. It doesn't taste like fucking pizza, but it's good because it's just kind of a different thing. So California wants to throw vegetables on there. But if you try to get a New York style pizza in California, it sucks. The dough is like crusty, like bready chalk. It stinks.
There's a pizza place called John's in the Village. It's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, I shouldn't even have thought that, much less said it. I mean, it's true, but
I was
who
just
cares?
trying to come out with a John's joke.
Oh, John's?
Yeah. Why you would be there.
Yeah.
But nothing computed.
They fucking put the pizza through a little hole in metal. You have to eat it.
There you go.
John's pizza.
Fucking A, man.
You don't get to eat it. You just got to suck on it rolled up in there.
Yeah, they squeeze it in your face and the fucking pizza oil drips onto your chin. Then you go home and fucking lie to your wife and kids. You kiss your kid with dried seeds on your face.
Look at Danny.
Danny found that. That's
a guy's got a pizza, a whole pizza on his lap with the hole cut out in the middle, and his lovely lady's blowing him.
Going right down on him there through the pizza.
And he looks like a lighter David Patterson. She has giant earrings.
Yay.
Well, that's so he can hold on, right, guys? People want to know what about Chicago pizza, that deep dish pizza thing.
I don't mind it.
I like
it, but it's something completely different than pizza. It's not like you're getting pizza. You're getting Chicago deep dish.
You're getting a lot of cheese.
Pizza cake. It's like a pizza cake. Good stuff.
What is this guy? What? Let's go to Barry in Ohio. Barry.
Yeah, boys.
Talking about football and pizza right now.
Yeah, well, Indiana's known for fucking corn. That's it. That's why they have lame bets with the mayors.
Why not just ship a whole bunch of corn?
Yeah.
Big ears.
Yeah.
Get creative with your dumb corn.
Nice. Do some of your corn.
Right.
Oh, well, punch it out.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for ruining our entire fucking morning.
With your stupid bets.
Let's go to Bill in Jersey. Bill.
Oh, Bill.
You love the show.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, you guys missed the quote last night. Patterson was on the news, and he was saying how when he was watching the Jets game back when they won the Super Bowl against the Colts, he was sitting in front of the television.
Yeah.
Well, was he always blind, or did he become blind? Maybe he could see back then.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, was he? Oh, we don't even know about his blindness.
Yeah.
Well, I think he became blind. I don't remember now.
I don't know.
He looked at Lot's wife or something. Something biblical happened to him.
He lost his sight.
Yes, it was on Christmas, and he fucked a jackal. It was something creepy. Yeah, I don't know. Did he become blind?
Let's see. Danny's looking at his biography. Oh, boy.
Long-suffering Jets fans, though. If they would have won, it would have been the first time they were in the Super Bowl in 41 years. 41 years. I guess as a Jets fan, you do realize that, but you don't really think about it. And then you go, oh, my God, it's been 41 years. 41 years.
Well,
and the Saints haven't even been a team for 41 years, I would imagine, right?
No. They'll be good next year, though, if they keep the same team.
Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
In the end, the Jets had a great year, but I mean, you have these news ladies on TV going, but let's keep positive. They had a really good year.
Oh, my God.
No one's thinking that right now.
Exactly. It's like, shut up, broad.
Holy shit.
When summer hits, then they'll start thinking about how they had a great year, and now we're moving forward. But right now, it just sucks. What, Ed?
How does that happen? At the age of 3 months, Patterson contracted an ear infection, which spread to his optic nerve, leaving him with no sight in his left eye and severely limited sight in his right. From an ear infection? God, that's frightening.
So he could probably see a teeny bit.
It's like maybe shadows.
Yeah, I don't know if can he see the TV at all? Like a big set? Could he watch the game at all?
It looks like he was watching something. The picture in the paper, it looks like he was watching something.
Does he know he's a... God, that would be terrible.
How bad would it be to go to a Super Bowl party with Governor Patterson and Patterson, and he sits right in front of the TV, fucking up everyone else's view.
You're like,
and no one is willing to tell him to fucking move out of the way.
Governor, could you just move it over a little bit?
Yeah. Tim, Massachusetts.
Hey, boys. I don't know if anyone brought this up or not, but with the Colts making it to the Super Bowl, do you think that the whole resting your players thing is going to catch on to the last couple of games of the season just going to suck?
Maybe. I mean, Colts were smart. Bad question, bad answer.
Well, they rested their guys. They made sure they kept them healthy. So, who am I? I said it was a dumb move during the season, but what do I know? You think the Colts beat the Saints, though? It's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, I think so. You can't, God damn that Manning.
Breeze is fucking solid, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Breeze is fucking solid. Oh, no. Let me go to the phones real fast. Let's go to Jimmy James in New Hampshire. Jimmy James.
Hey, wait, please. Hey, boys, I just wanted to point out how much Indianapolis sucks. They are shipping, they get shrimp shipped in every day from the nearest ocean port, which is New York.
Oh, really?
Oh, great.
So they're sending it from New York to Indy to throw some horseradish in the box. And
then shipping it right back.
So basically, this dumb bet, all they provided was the horseradish. Fucking Indianapolis. Hey, you guys got a good fucking football team, but your logic sucks.
Hey, football.
Just to put horseradish in the box.
Sounds to me like the shrimps are taking a bunch of plane rides for no reason.
Hey, that's why I'm watching the game with Patterson. You just put him in front of the microwave, and every time it dings, he goes, "Oh, they must have scored again." Okay, I should have stopped at one.
It's all right, it happens.
It's a fine phone call. Time. Let's go to Adam in Indiana. Oh, my God.
Indiana.
Indiana. Adam,
boys?
What's up?
Hey, you know what? All it is like, it's a famous restaurant like Morton's, and, the shrimp does come in from New York, and they're famous for their stupid horseradish. But, they fucked up, and they sent kettle popcorn when the Bears went to the Super Bowl to Mayor Daley, and everyone made fun of them, so they didn't want to do the kettle popcorn again, and fuck the Colts, man. I can't stand them. I wanted the Jets to win, so.
All right.
But it was an embarrassment, so that's why they sent the shrimp this year, so.
What does, what does Minnesota have?
Shit, a lot of lakes, that's all I know.
I mean, I don't know. What do they have to bet?
I think they have to send Prince.
Saints,
They have to send Prince down to New Orleans. Him and his dumb fight song. Oh, my God, was that horrific.
That was really bad.
And then
and
this is how stupid Prince is. So he makes this fight song for the Vikings, right? Do you know that it was almost impossible to find on the internet because he wouldn't allow it on the internet basically at first?
Why? He's going to sell it?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
We were lucky to get a copy, but a lot of people
we?
A lot of people, especially on Friday, couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Because he was shutting down fucking websites and shit.
What an asshole.
It's like, dude, a fight song, if you're going to make one of those, you want to get it out to everybody immediately.
Little fidget.
What a pain in the ass. I was listening and watching some of the sports shows, and they're like, we'd love to play this for you, but it's copywritten and Prince and this and that. There was all sorts of complications with Prince's fight song. What a dummy. This guy wants to add his 2 cents because his team won. Ryan, Indianapolis. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
First time calling into your show. Just wanted to let you guys know, hell of a game yesterday. Go Colts. We're going to come into Miami and beat those Saints up.
Well,
wow.
It's going to be
They are, not we.
I like the way.
No.
There was an article There was an article on the we in the paper. I think it was Phil Mushnick, who hates everything. But he went after Mike Francesa. So that's a weird thing because both those guys are douchebags. And Mike Francesa was beating up one of his guys that makes a hell of a lot less money than Mike. And because the guy's like, I think we could do it. He's a Jets fan. And Mike's like, you're not part of the team. Being a papa's ass. Hold on. And then Phil Mushnick. The beauty of Phil Mushnick, he goes, oh, really, Mike Francesa? When Bill Parcells was running the team, you said we a lot, and he had a team fucking jacket that he wore on the air.
Like he's part of the team.
Like he was part of the team.
And what's so phony about that is that, like, It is just a common thing in language. You say we, you don't mean it. It's like you're picking on a guy for doing that. It's like asshole.
Criticize that is stupid. It's
yeah,
like,
you're not
we
part of the team. Why you saying we, dog? Shut up.
It was it was in yesterday's papers. If one of the boys down the hall could find it, because it's great. Because he just beats up Mike Francesa, which none of us are going to complain about in this room. He's a pompous douche. He really is.
Mushnick's a twat, too.
Mike knows his sports. You got to give it to him, but he's a pompous asshole. And I say we a lot, and I think everybody that says we when they're referring to their team, I think we're fully aware that we have nothing to do with it.
We're not on the team, right?
I say we when I talk Islanders a lot. Yeah, like I'm going to put on the skates and get out there with the boys.
I don't feel any bruises or anything from yesterday's game on me anywhere. I think I'm okay.
I understand what I'm saying when I say we, so relax. But Francesa being a hypocrite about it is classic.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually had a team jacket that Bill Parcells gave him back when Parcells was running the team.
What a guy.
He would brag about knowing Parcells and the coach.
Oh, yeah. Remember all that shit? Let's go to Pat in Staten Island. Pat.
Good evening.
Same goddamn name. Same joke.
That's Adino's. It's in Staten Island, and it's great pizza, but you can't even you have to eat it in the bar itself, because when you take it home and it sucks. So just shipping it across the country, it's really going to suck. They sent them as Del Giorno.
Yeah, the food bet just sucks. It's so
done. It's hack. It's been overused.
I mean, that's Danny. Do you know what? Maybe you can find the first mayor's bet, because the first mayor's bet when they did the food thing, now it's original. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool and different, right? But now, many years later, it's just stupid. It's just dumb. Did you get the quote? Jimmy, here it is. Mike Francesa scolded one of his minions. He says, "What's with the we pom-poms? You don't work for the team. You're not we. You're a sportscaster. You can't say we." Friday, he also mocked the caller for referring to the Jets as we.
Gadzooks.
And then, was it Mushnick? Yeah, Mushnick then goes, Gadzooks. During the Bill Parcells Jets years, 1997 through 99, Francesa not only referred to the Jets on the air as we, he wore a Jets team jacket.
What an ass.
Mushnick's a prick. First of all, Gadzooks.
They're both pricks.
The fact that Mushnick would remember that, he should also just be fucking killed in a house fire. An asshole.
Well, we should explain for the rest of America. Phil Mushnick, obviously a sports columnist here in New York.
Yeah.
But the guy fucking hates sports, so we don't even know why he's still writing about it. I've never seen, I don't read him regularly, but I read here and there. I've never seen him talk positively about sports.
He seems to hate everything.
Right.
That's
he's not it doesn't seem to me that he's a happy man.
Well, he wants it to be like the old days. When he was probably on his dad's
Separate
knee watching
water
the
fountains?
sporting event. Let's say hi to Daryl in Louisiana. Daryl.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Ant, you get your scar yet?
No, the goddamn my guy got the email back that said stupid thing was sold already. So I'm still waiting.
I just got back from shot. It's going to be April or May before you see him. Anyway, the Saints have a lovely new fight song. Have you heard it? It's Party in the MIA. It's a takeoff of Miley Cyrus. It's atrocious.
Oh, my God. We got to find it.
Yeah, please. I love horrible songs.
Nothing worse than the football song to pump up the team.
Oh, and look, some lovely shoehorns go in there. It's
shoehorns.
I got you.
Great.
It is douche chills to the max. If you go to YouTube and just do Party in the MIA.
I think we found it already.
It's a bunch of stills.
Oh, you rule. Thank you, Daryl. We're going to check it out right now.
All right, thanks.
And this is for the Saints, I guess?
Pretty heavy.
Yeah. Wow. Groovin'.
Sounds like the fucking beginning of like an early 80s sitcom.
It started way back in 66 when they announced that we would have a team. It was 21 years that we had to wait till we fulfilled our playoff dreams. Back on the scene and we're headed to the party. In Miami, gonna grab us a Lombardi. Superdome gone crazy. Put your hands up, baby. We had to wait so many years, but now we earned it. Feel the pressure, feeling nervous. It's like Buddy D up on the radio, and the Who Dat song was on. And the Who Dat song was on. And the Who Dat song was on. So I put my hands up, the crowd getting loud. Saints going all the way. Crescent City say yeah. Who that nation say yeah. So I put my hands up, the crowd getting loud. You know we're going all the way. Yeah. It's a party in the MIA.
Throwing the ball like he's a gun with triggers, and Mardi Gras has a bunch of girls getting played to the game in my black and gold. That's horrid.
Shit, is
That
that
is really,
horrible?
really bad.
That's got to be a radio
God
guy.
damn, come on.
That's awful.
That came from a radio guy. It has to.
It's abysmal.
Let's say hi to Sean in Albany. Sean.
Hey, you were asking what Minnesota has. They actually had Minneapolis have what's called a Juicy Lucy, which is a burger where the cheese is infused into the middle of it.
They don't fuck with pizza with cheese.
No, there's a burger.
Oh, burger? I don't care. Burgers, too. Leave the burger alone.
Dude, they infuse the cheese into the burger.
I don't want to eat infusion. I don't like it. Eat infusion.
You're not a fan of infusion?
No.
Of anything?
No.
All right.
By the way, I'm watching that Favre clip again. There was a defender that would have cut him off. I'm pretty sure he would not have gotten 10 yards. He might have got back to the line, but I don't think he would have gotten 10
But
yards.
he's already at the 40, so if he's tackled at the 40, now you're looking at a 57-yard field goal, okay?
Yeah.
All he had to do as he moves forward, he doesn't even have to really get to the 30 to give his team a chance. 35, that's a 52-yarder. That's a biggie.
Yeah, he should have. I've noticed a lot of times these quarterbacks will not run ever. Like, sometimes you see, look, the sideline's clear. You could run the angle, just make the first down even in some occasions, and then they just fucking throw it away.
He probably didn't want to get hit anymore. You brought that up.
No shit.
They beat the shit out of him.
Someone's got to put a montage together of all of the fucking hits he took, because, ouch.
John in Smithtown. John.
Dude, that's the same fucking song the Phillies used for the World Series. Miley Cyrus is the sports anthem fucking song of the decade. It's ridiculous.
Oh, the Philly used it too? That's
fucking gay.
That's bad. You know that Miley Cyrus is teaming up with Bret Michaels.
What? For what?
Because she needs another hit.
Why? She's doing all right.
She needs another hit, so she's redoing Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Yep. With our pal Bret Michaels.
Great. So, in other words, Brett's going to be fucking Miley Cyrus.
And giving her
pretty much.
And giving her the herp.
Oh, giving her whatever he's got.
Whatever.
I don't know what he's got, but it can't be good.
But we love the guy. Let's go to Brian in Carolina. Brian.
Hey, Hope, what's up?
Hey, brother.
Listen, Anthony was asking what they have in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Sure.
The delicacy is something called lutefisk. It's a slimy, nasty fish that they think is like the greatest thing on earth. Your true Minnesotans eat lutefisk. Have Danny look it up. It's gross.
What does it taste like?
I've heard of this.
It tastes like week-old catfish.
Oh my God!
Why would anyone eat that?
Yeah, just because you find something that's moving doesn't mean you have to eat it.
Yeah,
correct.
Some of this shit is meant to be left alone. It's horrendous.
They kind of like grill it or sear it. It is horrible. It is horrid.
Can we find this fish in New York City? Somebody has to try this. Somebody has to look at the picture of the damn thing.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
But if you go out there in Minnesota, they all dig some lutefisk.
Lutefisk.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Thank you. No.
Thank you.
All right, boys. Punching out.
Yep.
That's why I don't get like that a bacala, like that Italian fish. That's the dried fucking crap. Would you want fresh fish?
I don't know. I don't know that fish.
Bacala.
It's called bacala.
Bacala. I don't know, some kind of bacala.
Isn't that close to a dessert?
Yeah, where is that? It? Look at it. It just looks. Yeah, see, look, it's all dry and nasty.
I fucking love eating fish, but I wouldn't eat that.
That's what Italians always saying. Hey, why? She smells like a bacala.
Would you eat that?
No. No, the way my mother would prepare it.
Oh, yes.
Shut up.
You don't understand. A lot of people, they don't know how to prepare the bacala. My mother, God rest her soul, she could make a bacala and makes you go, "Allah like a man."
Bacala. All right, let's say hi to Steve the truck. Oh, sorry. Steve, what are you hauling today, buddy?
Oh, Ted Hooker.
Steve.
Hello.
Steve, the trucker.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Steve wants to turn us on to the Colt song, which is on YouTube. It's called Let's Stomp. Let's see what the Colts song is all about. Let's Stomp. As Danny finds out, let's go to John. John?
Who's this?
Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton and Danny and one of the interns just walked in. And what's up?
All right. Lutefisk is dried codfish. And how they reconstitute it is they soak it in lye.
Wow. That's horrendous.
They soak it in lye, and they're nasty. It tastes like bleachy. It's almost clear. You can almost see through the shit.
Holy shit. Who the fuck's eating that?
I saw it on
how poor do you have to be to eat the what is it called? The lutefisk?
Lutefisk.
How poor do you have to be to eat that shit?
I saw it on that Andrew Zimmern show, whatever his name is there.
Then get a fucking tuna steak if you want fish.
Disgusting.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, bye.
She's going to defend the what is it again? Lutefisk?
Yeah.
Lutefisk.
Ann, you're going to defend the lutefisk?
Lutefisk.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Because one, it's not pronounced lutefisk. It's pronounced lutefisk.
How do you pronounce it again?
Oh, my God.
Lutefisk.
Lutefisk.
So you like lutefisk?
Yes.
So that means it's Norwegian or Swedish. Is it a Swedish delicacy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's Swedish. It's kind of like the Italian bacala in a way, but the guy said they soak it in lye. We soak it in either oil and then garlic, and then they cut it into small pieces, or they make a cream sauce instead of a cream sauce.
Oh, my God. That sounds horrendous, Ann.
But you can get it at any, especially if you go like to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't care for that.
It's Swedish Jimmy, everyone.
I don't care for lutefisk. I like to catch it myself.
Where do you go, the fjords?
I do. I don't like the lutefisk.
You're not a fan of that?
I don't.
Jimmy?
And it's put in oil.
Uh-oh, it's starting to sound like Caribbean.
No, it's not. It's lutefisk.
Wow. God damn.
He's holding it together.
Yeah.
He's holding it together.
I love it. Yeah,
it gets caught in my high cheekbones. I like cocoa.
Wait a minute.
Cocoa.
That's Caribbean,
Let's say hi to Dan in Nebraska. Dan.
Out of his fucking mind.
Dan.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hello, Dan.
I'd like to thank Ann for damn near killing the show before I got on the air, and Sweet Tips for saving it.
What's that?
What happened?
He's just reviewing all the callers that came before him.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
What up, Dan?
I just wanted to say, Brett Favre did get his ankle taped up earlier in the game. It's a goddamn miracle he was back out on the field. He is one tough motherfucker.
Oh, you know what? Maybe he couldn't run because you're right. He did limp off.
Yeah.
He limped off the field a couple times. Maybe he couldn't run.
40 years old.
Yeah, they said his left leg was fucked.
Best quarterback ever to be 40 years old playing the NFL. I mean, you got to respect
That's a hell of a
the dude.
compliment.
He's a great quarterback, sir. He's not the best ever.
All right, enough of that shit, my man.
Now hold yourself.
Have a good one, boys.
Yeah, what else is he doing? He conquered Rome.
Why don't you get some lutefisk?
Yeah, have some lutefisk. Smear it on your balls and try to get someone to lick it off. Try to get a fucking tomcat to lick lutefisk off your balls.
And stupid Ann's defending the lutefisk.
I know. That's why Ann likes it. She takes 2 fingers full and she dollops it on her taint and allows the fucking local tomcats to fucking.
All right.
We got it.
We got it. All right. Rob in Jersey, Rob.
What's up, Hope? How you doing, man?
Hey, we're doing all right, Rob.
You're one of my favorites, but I think you're a bit confused. Bacala is the fish. Baklava is the dessert.
Right.
I knew it was close.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what the letter was that I was missing in there.
All right, boys.
Thank you. I would eat the baklava, Ant, but not the bacala.
Baklava, yes, bacala.
That's
no.
like flaky.
Yeah, it's flaky.
Which you don't like. You like cakey, not flaky.
Sometimes I prefer
flaky
over cakey, as in an apple turnover, which is flaky.
Fuck, is there anything better than a goddamn apple turnover? I'm buying. Get a round of apple turnovers for everybody.
They are so good.
I hate flaky. It looks like my dessert has dandruff. I fucking despise flaky desserts. I hate when flecks of dead skin come off my crust. Oh, look, it's shedding like a snake. How delicious. It's an apple with dandruff.
It's good stuff.
It's not good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yes. Flaky. Cooked just
flaky.
right. Cooked just right. So it looks like nuclear fallout blowing off the top of your fucking dessert. Stinks.
Done to a turn.
Yeah, it's delicious if you enjoy eating fucking... What got bombed in the 40s? Besides that joke in the 2010s?
In the 2010s.
And put that joke in a DeLorean.
Oh, fuck.
I couldn't think of Hiroshima.
Yes, or you could have gone with Nagasaki.
I know, I almost said Tokyo. I'm like, no.
Well, they got bombed.
Kevin from Connecticut has the stat of the day.
Stat of the day? Did we even ask for it?
Or mindless nonsense. Okay. Favre's last passes for the Vikings, the Jets, and the Packers have all been interceptions. Beat that one today.
All right,
your fun facts.
That's a pretty good stat.
That's a fun fact.
His first passes were all for 7-yard gains for each team.
Huh? What happened?
He's flying.
No, I'm not. His passes.
I'm not even looking at him.
His passes for the Packers, Jets, and the Vikings. The first pass he ever threw for each team was all 7-yard gains.
Gains?
Gains, 7-yard gains, except for the Packers and Jets.
You're such an asshole.
All right, let's go to Spanky in North Carolina. Spanky.
Oh, the Pope is a Saints fan. Toodly-doo.
Sure, he is with the name Saints because they kind of going into heaven or something.
Who the fuck didn't do the Pope bit this weekend?
I forgot about it.
Didn't do? How do you forget one of the better bits you've done in recent memory? That thing was amazing.
I just forgot.
Oh,
the Pope likes sudden death overtime. Toodly-doo.
How do you forget the bit? You have the entire audience doing it all weekend, and the guy that came up with it forgot about it. Very good.
Toodly-doo. Avatar, ready to sink the Titanic, by the way. $2 million shy of becoming the highest-grossing film ever.
How great would it be if it falls...
WTF.
How great would it be if it just falls short?
Like $8.
Yeah, like no one goes now. They're done.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Pretty fucking fast, too. Titanic took a little longer than this.
Certainly did.
A little, I'm exaggerating. It took a lot longer.
What is it? I hear the story sucks a dick.
Dude,
the 3D is like amazing, but it's like
you gotta
a
go
niche
see
thing.
it.
I understand I gotta see it.
Because it's...
I'm waiting for a special screening.
I want the 3D version, man.
But like...
You gotta go see it.
Is it
go
that,
see it today.
like, fucking amazing that the 3D makes it past Titanic in fucking ticket sales?
Without the 3D.
With a shitty story and shitty...
I'll answer. I saw the movie. Without the 3D, the movie doesn't do as well as it's doing.
Well, then it's a gimmick.
Obviously.
It's a gimmick movie.
Well, I don't know if it's a gimmick movie, though, because they really knew how to use the 3D.
Well, then anything. Then take any movie, make it 3D, and it should gross that much?
Well, tell the filmmakers, these lazy fucks.
Yeah, well,
make Crazy Heart 3D. Make fucking Up in the Air in 3D.
George Lucas wants to take all the Star Wars movies now and make them fucking 3D and re-release them.
Why does he just
This guy cannot stop jacking off over his Star Wars movies.
Your Star Wars.
I can't stand him.
We bought every version, but it's time to fucking pack it in.
He wants to put all black actor. We got it.
Right.
Hey, by the way, they're reboot. They called it a reboot. These fucking cocksuckers in Hollywood. They're rebooting, which means just redoing the same story. Spider-Man and Jurassic Park.
What are you talking about?
They're going to redo Jurassic Park and Spider-Man.
Why Spider-Man? That's
because
not even
they're
that
fucking
old.
uncreative jizz buckets.
What are they going to do to
Spider-Man?
You mean they're going 3D?
Without Sam Raimi, without Tobey Maguire.
What are you talking about?
With who and what? And what are they going to do?
Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire both dropped out of Spider-Man 4, so instead of just doing a sequel, they're referencing this as a reboot. So all of a sudden, instead of Spider-Man 4, it's just going to be a new Spider-Man franchise out of nowhere.
They'll start up.
Yeah.
I get you.
Why do they have to start the same fucking story over again? No one cares. He gets bitten by a spider, and then web stuff comes out.
Thanks. And what else? Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, especially for the time, was done very well. You could watch it now and go, the CGI's gotten better and stuff, but for the time...
What are they going to do now? Oh, here comes a Tyrannosaurus in a van. He's driving. He's honking. His tail's coming through the roof. Just make a new dinosaur movie. Like the dinosaurs all become office workers.
Well, they're doing that too with the Karate Kid. You know about that?
Well, they're making him black.
They sure are.
Karate Kid's black.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's,
they wouldn't
what's
do
his name?
that.
What's his name's son, right?
Yeah, Will Smith's
son. And your son is attempting to make a movie.
Why not just make another karate movie? There is no creativity in Hollywood. They are just churn out the same few stories over and over.
Yeah.
God.
It's easy.
And now it's take the old stories and put black actors in them. And that's their idea of being original.
That is original.
God, they stink.
That's the official trailer for the new Karate Kid?
I hope so.
It better be. If this is Daniel's son, you're fucking up Schitt's Creek, my friend.
They already have a trailer out for the Karate Kid?
It's coming out soon, June.
Dre, you ready?
All right. Yeah, it's got to be a little urban. Here we go, yo.
But this wasn't a black movie.
We're on a quest to start a new life.
You're going to China?
Welcome to Beijing.
Why is he going to
Look at
China?
that, Dre. Beverly Hills. We always talked about living there.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about the other one, Mom.
You need to over-explain the joke, really. Got it.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Nasty Chinese kid. Big fight with the black kid, and he's kicking the black kid's ass.
This is home.
Oh, black kid's getting his ass beat by Chinese kids.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and here comes the new Mr. Miyagi, I guess. Who is this
way to stop them.
Chinese guy?
To face them.
Okay, so it's the same story.
I will teach you.
Oh, it's Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan?
Yeah, fucking Jackie Chan, motherfucker!
Take off your jacket. Take it down. Put it on.
You ready?
Take it off.
I already did.
Jacket off.
Oh, here we go. Wax on, wax off.
Strike. Pick up your jacket.
Oh, come on.
No, instead of wax on, it's pick up your jacket.
Pick up your jacket. Give me a break. And now the evil dojo. And they're dancing. What is this? This blows. Why am I so upset?
I don't know. It's just more shit.
Hated the original one.
Wow.
It's good.
Like Star Wars. You're Yoda and I'm like a Jedi.
He killed a fly.
Oh, instead of
nasty.
instead of catching it with the chopsticks, see, he smacks it with a fly swatter, and then he picks it up with chopsticks.
And the original, did he catch it with the chopsticks?
Daniel did, and Mr. Miyagi was impressed.
And he was kind of pissed off that he did.
But it was paint the fence, not pick up the jacket.
No, I know. I remember.
I wish Mr. Miyagi was sexually abusive. Okay, squeeze the ass cheeks. Finger the backside. That's how you blind your opponent's eyes. Wipe a cum off. And it's either your right hand swoops out. Bite the pillow.
Show me jiggle the balls. And then that's like what you do to the guy. You just grab his nuts.
Yeah.
It's not even like figurative.
Show me keep a secret.
Nice. Let's go to Bob in Georgia. Bobby!
Hey, Ant, what's different about Avatar is that it's not 3D in the traditional sense of stuff comes out at you. It's that it adds depth to behind the movie. So it's like it's not where they have somebody drops a pair of keys and then all of a sudden it's rushing.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought that they were like a pencil come at you. Or the ball was shooting to him. You hear you. Oh, sorry. Let me go eat more lead paint. I know. What are you talking about?
Why are you getting mad?
Because I've been to 3D fucking movies.
You haven't enjoyed this make-believe world of Pandora yet.
Enough with Pandora, 2 million. That fucking Hurt Locker was great. That deserves accolades. Accolades!
Someone needs credit. I think it might have been Jimmy Fallon said that James Cameron looks like the Quaker Oats guy without the hat.
He kind of taking on that look.
Pretty fucking good line about James
That's a little
Cameron.
mean.
All right, the phones are lit about movies. We're going to take a break. Jimmy saw Up in the Air.
I want to hear his review of Up in the Air.
Don't say anything.
I won't.
until we get back.
90% positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm really looking forward to talking about this movie.
Gary Coleman, you got to see his mugshot on TMZ. We'll talk about Gary Coleman.
Is he still in jail?
I don't know.
On like $1,200 bond?
Let's find out.
If he is, we got to help him out.
We could get him out of jail, right?
We could get him out in a second. We'll wire transfer some money over there.
And I'm ready.
We'll own that motherfucker.
I'm ready to say that Gary Coleman's mugshot could be the best one yet from a celebrity.
I don't know.
And you remember some of the famous ones.
I'm talking about what's his name from 48 Hours?
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte. Hey, convict.
A lot of people think Nick Nolte right away, but
there's your goddamn dinner, convict.
Wait till you see Gary.
Oh, God. Wow, I can say some things right now that would just get me thrown off the air, but is it true? Look.
He has evil eyes.
What is he doing?
He's got evil eyes.
He's turning gray. He's like a vampire.
Well, fuck it. His circulation isn't that great.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It isn't that far to go.
It's like a little ashy.
Toes, head, ears. How fucking hard is that? There's nowhere to travel.
All right. And other things. Brangelina might be over.
No.
Conan's last show. Got some thoughts on that.
How did Ian not get that scoop about Angelina?
In the paper.
What?
He gave the scoop on our show.
About Angelina and Brad breaking up?
He did say that.
When he came in to promote the book.
Did he?
Yeah. Were you here when he promoted the book?
I don't listen to him.
He
came in to promote the Brangelina book and said within, I forgot what his time frame was, but he said something like within 6 months they're done.
Really?
Yeah, he nailed it.
I'm stunned.
I mean,
how could someone so annoying be so on the mark?
See, Steve, that's probably what you should have in front of us today.
Yes.
If everyone's talking about Brangelina and this guy was on our show saying they're going to break up, that should be right in front of me.
I was doing a webcam, girl.
I'll get right on that after I get right off this cock.
Ian Halperin nailed it. As much as he's a fucking pain in the ass, the guy fucking knows his shit.
Yep. Damn.
He had exclusives on Michael Jackson that came true. Now the Brangelina stuff looks like it's coming true.
He says Tiger Woods, he heard the audio of the sex tape. He said, what was the name? Lazy Dog? She kept calling Tiger in the videotape?
Yeah.
Something Snowball or no, not.
He kept saying to us Snowball
or something. I forget.
Snow coning or some shit?
I don't know. No, Ian Halperin's quoted on like page 2 or 3 in the paper today.
Is he?
Over this Brad and Angelina stuff. You would think we'd have the clip when he was on our show, but that means fill in your own fucking blank.
Asshole.
Right there. Opie and Anthony, stay there.
Sphincter.
What's up, everybody? Monday. We'll get through this, right?
Is that what we got to do? Get through a Monday?
Gary Coleman arrested. All over the news. What, domestic violence?
Violence.
Didn't he was on our show, too, saying how he's happily married. It's all just bullshit. Everything you know is bullshit. Gary was on our show going, yeah, I'm finally in love, man. She treats me right, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, 6 months, and domestic abuse charges for Gary Coleman, who a few people are calling the Black Yoda, if you've seen the mugshot. Hey, we did our sports break, kind of. I mean, we'll go back to the football games a little bit, but something that was lost in the mix. The New York Knicks. Yeah. Here in New York City, we got 2 horrendous basketball temes. We got the Nets. What's the Nets record? Last time, when I was still paying attention, they were like 2-28, I believe. But the Knicks, not much better. And yesterday, they lost to the Dallas Mavericks, who sat Jason Kidd, or Jason Kidd's hurt. One of their star players, obviously.
Yes.
The Knicks lost by 50 points.
Lost by 50.
128-78. Worst Worst home loss ever, I think, for the franchise.
You could really stop watching the game at some point there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
It's one of those I really don't have to sit around and watch them foul each other in the last 2 minutes.
But they're lucky because everyone was watching the football, so it kind of under the radar that the Knicks lost by 50 yesterday.
Nets are no way.
The Nets are what?
Someone says I can't believe that though. 3-40.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Are you kidding me?
That's about right.
3-40. And then the guy goes, "Look it up!" Like he's all mad at me. Look it up.
3-40. I bet you throw a college basketball team in the NBA for a season, they'll win more than 3 games.
Yeah.
Do you realize they've only done 3 games better than I could do by myself?
Yeah. There are teams that could just go out there and do better than that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I think so.
That aren't in the pros.
Hey, we got a big star on the hotline.
What?
He's our pal. He's our friend. It's Ian Halperin, everyone. Ian.
Hey. Good morning, guys.
Hey, how you doing? What's up? Look it up. Look it up. Pussy on the internet. It's everywhere. Look it up. Ian.
Man, you do me better than myself.
Yeah.
Somehow I doubt that.
You just put a...
ribbed. I was walking in New York last week, and somebody was doing that same imitation, but obviously not as well as you. Let me tell you something. The bottom line here...
Wait, you slow down a little bit? I just want to say, it's easy to do you, Ian. You just add a little douche to your voice.
Oh, Jesus.
Phil Nicolini said, too. It's easy to do me.
Ian, you're in the paper today. Congratulations. And, you know, it's some of the stuff you said on our show, but no one was paying attention, I guess. That this branch...
they always make fun of me when I make these predictions, just like Jackson. I made this Brangelina prediction on your show. And here's the deal. I've had over 1,000 media requests my agent has in the last 24 hours. And, again, I'm giving this to you guys exclusively.
All right, Ian, we got to slow you down again. There's no way you got 1,000 requests. Jimmy just looked up.
Over 1,000 media requests to my agent in the last 24 hours.
Does that include blogs?
Because, you know, the thing is, I'm a journalist who's known all over Europe. They always call me, all the Europeans, the Americans, and the Canadians. See, I'm international, guys.
Yeah.
They've been going nuts. But here it is.
Google it. 1,000 media requests.
Let me say this once again, exclusive to Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
And here's the deal.
Yes.
What I'm saying is Brad Pitt will follow the script of his good buddy Guy Ritchie during this whole affair. And he's during his own impending divorce to Madonna, when the couple repeatedly denied the story until they made the official announcement. That's what Pitt is going to follow here. And here's how it's going to play out. I think Brangie's going to appear in public probably in the next week, sending the public the message that the rumors are totally false. But the difference is here, the couple isn't married. So Angelina can't get herself photographed in public without her ring, as is customary in these Hollywood breakup scenarios. But as I predicted on your show and in my book, you'll soon start seeing an escalation in these stories, some even in the mainstream press, and some citing unnamed sources as that Brad's drinking and pot smoking has gotten way out of control, and this couple is toast. I spoke to one of a mutual friend I have with Brad Pitt yesterday. He says he assured me Pitt's wanted out of the relationship for at least 6 months.
Wow, done, huh?
They're toast.
Now, there's a rumor that Angelina there was having an affair to the point where some maid, I think, saw, Jimmy would appreciate this, plastic sheets.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, apparently, yeah, she had a guy up in her hotel room. Look, I wasn't in the bedroom with, but she came out recently and said they have an open relationship. That was really the telltale sign that it's all over. Brad Pitt would never put up with such a charade, and they're toast. Whether or not she's had an affair with this guy, I know she's definitely had women up in her bedroom in the last few months. There's no doubt about that. My sources have told me that, who are in the house.
In the house.
So once again, exclusive to Opie and Anthony, yes, the Pitt-Jolie relationship is over. They may try to put up some sort of facade, just like Guy Ritchie and Madonna. When they split, they denied the split. They appeared in public, and a few weeks later, it all played out. And as we know, they were toast.
And that's what we're going to see here. What about Jennifer Aniston? For the females listening to our show today, and they're all Team Jen. Does she get back together with Brad Pitt?
No, I think Jennifer Aniston needs a good night in the sack with Anthony. That's what we'll wait for.
There we go.
She has no sex life whatsoever.
You, Betsy.
Sexuality. There's something wrong there with Jennifer Aniston.
Well, Ian, you want to... Well...
Oh, boy.
Ian,
here he goes.
This is our theory on
this is Opie's theory.
This is our theory, and you can run with this with all the media.
Are you doing we like we and the Jets and we and our?
This is my theory, Ian. Opie. I think Jennifer Aniston has a smelly pussy.
Well, I kid you not. People have told me that. And again,
listen to this guy.
No, Google it. Google it. I swear.
Smelly pussy, Jennifer Aniston. You'll see.
Jennifer Aniston has a smelly pussy.
Smells like, what was that fish from earlier?
Bacala.
Google it.
When I wrote my book, she did not dissuade anyone from cooperating with me in her camp, and several people did tell me that. Brad didn't like going down on her. And you might be kidding, but I think there's a bit of truth there.
The whole cast of Friends said the same thing. Smell.
And, we haven't seen Jennifer Aniston for some reason since Brad Pitt hook up with in a serious relationship. It's all been, smoke and mirrors with her. And,
so you're saying my dumb theory might be right, that Jennifer Aniston has a smelly pussy.
Well, when I wrote the book, several people in her camp came up with the exact same theory.
Unbelievable.
You just said. What? People close to her.
Does it smell like a lutefisk?
Well, who else has she been with? What's his name? Do we know?
John Mayer.
John Mayer. Why can't we ever talk to John Mayer anymore? He got too popular?
Yeah, he got too big for us.
Can't we just ask him one question?
I would love to ask.
Was it or wasn't it?
That
will settle the whole thing.
I would love to ask
Vince
that.
Vaughn. Apparently, Vince Vaughn ran for his life the second he went down on her.
How do you not like Ian? Come on.
Vince Vaughn. Google it.
Ian, I got to tell you, people either love you or hate you as far as you coming on our show.
I was going to say people either hate him or despise him.
Well, no, but...
I'm not running some sort of popularity contest. I'm just trying to...
Really?
There's some people out there that have been turned, though, Ian, is what I'm saying.
And all kidding aside,
yeah.
I stand by, this exclusive I gave you this morning. They're going to play it out exactly like Richie and Madonna. Their denials are going to, be flying. But as I said on your show several weeks ago, this couple's toast, and they're not going to last.
Angelina, she's just a lunatic, huh?
Well, she has tried to clean up her image. I give her that, and I do believe her humanitarian efforts are sincere. But
whoa! If they were sincere, hold on, Ian, we got to have a conversation, not a monologue here. If she is a humanitarian, why didn't she show up in that the Haiti thing? Well, that's right down her fucking right down her hairy box. Right down her alley there.
In her wheelhouse.
Per se.
Angelina's the type of chick, sometimes she's just got to shut her mouth and just open her womb. And I think it was one of those days. She fell out with Brad Pitt, and there was no way they were both appearing on that show. And Clooney's very tight with Pitt for years, so he had to have one or the other, and obviously it was Brad Pitt.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. But she would like to, help out Haiti, I'm sure. I'm sure she would like to adopt half the country.
Yeah, look, that's Angelina Jolie. 6 kids involved. Of course, the relationship. But Pitt had no idea what he was getting himself into here. He's never had one child before, and all of a sudden he adopts a whole tribe.
Brad Pitt has 6 kids.
What's wrong with him?
He was like this Hollywood stud, and he wakes up, 5 years later, he's got 6 fucking
kids, and people hate, they hate each other now, apparently. And
it's a Sunny D commercial in his house.
Unbelievable.
I said it.
Again, in the kids, that's been the big problem, because, and I admire them, they've tried to do this secretly behind the scenes and look out for the best interests and the welfare of the children instead of running this through a whole public, a whole public charade here, and they've done that. But there's 6 kids, and I hope the welfare of the kids are going to be looked after. But with Angie Jolie, you never know what's going to happen. See, one day she's Mother Teresa, and the next day she's just the devil. That's how she works, and that's what Pitt couldn't put up with, her temperamental attitude. It just drove him, his family, his friends over the edge. And just look at him today. One picture's worth a million words.
Yeah.
Million.
I want to thank Ian Halperin for calling up and giving us exactly what we could have read in the paper today. It's just amazing.
But he's
exclusives.
credited in it too. He's credited for saying those things.
Give us something that's not in the paper. What? Do you have anything on Tiger Woods? Any new info?
More women should be coming out. Apparently, I will say he's had well over 100 women on the side.
Nice. I mean, that's horrible for
We've
Tiger
seen
Woods.
about
That's
12
awful.
or 15. It's there's dozens more.
Dozens more. Okay.
Any hint of him and Jennifer Aniston hooking up?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That would cure.
I don't think Google it.
That would cure him of the pussy after he gets that smelly Jennifer Aniston pussy.
You are speculating.
Ian is backing me up. He's the king of this shit. Right, Ian?
Hey, look, sometimes, but the thing is, my stuff comes true. Unfortunately, I predicted Jackson's death to the day.
Well, not to the day.
With the West Coast time conversion. And this one, on your show, I
Google it.
I do this is because I'm able to get the story that no one else can get. I get into their camps. I get into their homes.
Wait.
Sometimes I get into them.
What did Danny find?
Danny found something that's entitled "Jennifer Aniston Might Smell Really, Really Bad," and it's an article here. And,
dude, I'm telling you, we started this rumor. Come on, we did it as a goof like a year ago.
People have said that in the past.
Either Jennifer Aniston, Rosario Dawson, or some other chick is a complete and utter stink pot, according to Sex and the City hunk Jason Lewis. I guess he went out with the two of them. Said, when asked whether a woman's physical attributes had ever been a deal breaker for him, Mr. Hotness admitted a past girlfriend sent him running for fresh air. He says, I was in a particularly malodorous with a particular malodorous girl once, beautiful but really stinky. She had every body odor. I remember thinking, your arms stink, your breath stinks, oh God, even your hair stinks. I had no idea what to do. I remember asking a female friend, what do I do? Slip her acidophilia? I don't know. When I cook for her? I guess that's some kind of...
that cleans out the pussy.
Pitt couldn't go down on her. It's the bottom line. He told that to friends. He just could not even think of that.
The bad breath would kill me, but the vagina smelling a little strong and the armpit odor would be fucking great. The breath I can't handle.
Dude,
wow, that's amazing.
Have you ever had a bad pussy for real?
A real bad...
Not like just a sweaty, they just worked out type. I'm talking...
Yeah, I've had a couple of bad ones, which I don't like. Cheesy is disgusting. But I doubt she...
I'm sure Norton's had a couple of it.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I've had ones that were like dribbling white stuff. It was awful. It was like a Greek salad.
See, that's almost I'll tell you one thing. I once had one in Bulgaria, of all places. I ran for my life.
Yeah. Google it. Bulgaria.
It says there.
Really dirty, smelling pussies in Bulgaria.
Ian Halperin, stinky pussy, Bulgaria. Just Google
it. Jordan from Scranton, PA. Well, why don't you continue with your radio show there, Ian?
I'd rather give Saddam Hussein a blowjob, I remember saying, than going down on this woman again.
Did you?
No.
All right.
Jordan from Scranton says, wait, Opie, are you suggesting that Jennifer Aniston's box smells worse than the Perkins waitress pussy?
Oh, wow.
What do you think's worse, Ian Halperin? The Perkins waitress that Tiger Woods was allegedly with, or Jennifer Aniston's box?
Well, no, I think Barbara Walters. I think if I'd have to take Aniston or Walters, I'd still go down on Aniston.
Would you? Let's slow down a little bit. Would you eat Barbara Walters' box?
Jesus Christ, Opie! Stop even asking that.
Jimmy, would you?
What's that?
Barbara Walters? Would you go down on it?
Nah, not since her last Richard Pryor interview. I would eat Babs' pussy in '78 when she had Pryor on the couch.
Yeah, but 78, that's 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. I have no desire to eat her box now.
Back.
maybe I'd be a cuckold and lick her cream pie after she fucked the married senator. However many years ago that was.
She interviewed Castro, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did she? I don't know.
Yeah, then you got a liquor box.
You got
Jonathan interviewed Castro. My manager interviewed him.
Nothing but respect for anyone that talked to fucking Castro.
I bet she went down on Castro.
Yeah. What do you think, Ian?
I think so. Unclip. Google it.
I like Norton's manager, by the way.
Yeah, he's great, right?
Your studio.
Yeah, Jonathan rules. We're gonna get him back.
You know, I think if I have my choice, I'd go down on Aniston. I mean, just getting down on Walters, man. I mean, I don't know, man.
Hey, Ian, before I let you go, what do you got on Tiger Woods and the sex rehab? Is it going well? Is it just a smokescreen? What's your thoughts? What are you hearing?
Well, it's his last shot. He's only doing it to try to get back together with, pass things up with his Swedish bombshell. And they're going through all the motions, but it's never going to last, that marriage. You know, again, a sex addict, as Norton could tell you, as Anthony could tell you, it's always 2 steps forward, 1 step backward.
Yep.
And, they're toast.
They were saying on TV over the weekend it takes 5 years to cure a sex addict.
You can't cure. There's no cure
or
for
maybe,
it.
maybe the word, or get it to a place where it's manageable.
Maybe.
Like that people come out, like all married men, we're just a bunch of horny fucking bastards, you know. And the bottom line is, even if you get someone like this chick, this Swedish chick, she's hot as hell. Still, we're never satisfied. So why even bother getting married?
Like they say, that is right.
Every man would love to be in Wood's situation.
Every man.
Having the party of his life.
Yeah.
2 steps forward, you slip on a load.
So what did we learn from Ian Halperin today? Jennifer Aniston's box might
probably
smell.
stinky.
And that they're this
Up the hills.
plastic sheets or something.
Plastic sheets. Yeah, you didn't explain that, Ian. The paper said plastic sheets.
Shit.
What is she into if she's got a maid finding plastic sheets?
Is she taking some kind of fat-burning pill at night?
This is Angelina we're talking about. That was in the paper today, too.
Yeah, look, again, I wasn't in the bedroom, so I'm reserving comment because my stuff has to be based on first-hand information.
You know what?
The bottom line here is I say she's had women coming in and out of her bedroom the last few months. I've heard rumors about this guy, but I haven't confirmed them, so I really don't want to comment.
Thank God, and that's why Ian's so good, because a lot of people want to fucking, prove you wrong, but so far they can't, Ian.
And I'll tell you, in the next few months, I'm going to make another major prediction on your show exclusively to you guys. I'm working on it right now.
Oh, hell.
After you talk to the insider
By
and
the
everybody
way,
else.
I have something good for you right now.
Oh, no.
If you can do it, I don't know, I could give your producer his number, but you know who first told me that they're going to split? Remember that crazy judge in the Anna Nicole Smith case? We should give him a call. He'll talk to you right now. I have his phone number. Remember Larry Seidlin?
Oh, Larry, who there was the rumors that him and the lawyer were having homosexual stuff, and then they sued the author?
Yeah, the whole whatever. Remember the crying judge in Anna Nicole Smith case?
Yeah, vaguely. That's such a current story. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I see him right there. Bald-headed guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy. I remember Larry.
Yeah, he'll confirm everything. He's the first guy who told me. Because he was an expert in Florida on family courts. And he examined them for me for my book and said, they have every symptom of a couple that's falling apart.
Oh, wow. You got anything on Watergate?
Watergate, hey.
Jesus.
Really?
Yes.
Jordan wrote from Scranton again. He goes, LOL. I wasn't in the bedroom, so I'm reserving comment, but all of my sources tell me Brad wouldn't chow down on our box. Google it. Google it.
Google it.
Yeah, well, that's what Aniston had access to her camp, and she made the mistake because Opie, I don't know if he knew this or not. I don't know your relationship with Aniston, Opie, but the bottom line is Aniston's friends, several of them told me that he
I finger popped her once, Ian.
Really? I believe you, Opie. I said you're better looking than Brad Pitt. I've met both of you now.
All right.
And you definitely have
all
one
right, relax.
as far as the
nice ass
department goes.
She's got a nice 40-year-old ass. She's 40 now, Aunt. But that's Jennifer Aniston.
I'm just looking, going like, well, maybe there's some kind of...
Yeah, a lot of these chicks, you never know. It was recently revealed that Zeta Jones, she says she's 40. She's really 50. No, really.
Google it. No, really.
Constantly in Hollywood.
Google date of birth. It's right there.
I lie about my age, but only by 2 days.
Norton says he's like 35. He looks about 25.
No, I'm 41. I'm July 19th, but I always say July 17th just to be cheeky.
Oh, there you go. You're a cancer, Norton.
I certainly am, yes.
Norton.
Very smart people.
Well, we're also homebodies, and we're attached to our mothers. And we tend to do well with other cancers. And we tend to, there's a lot of, I don't really believe in horoscopes, but I guess I kind of fit the bill.
Hold on, Ian. You got fans calling in. We got cigars and scotch. Cigars.
Hey, as much as Ian sounds like a gossipy Buffalo Bill from Songs with Alarms, he's really starting to grow on me.
Yeah, you're turning these people around, Ian. They hated you at first.
I think I got it.
Again, it's not a popularity contest, but look, let me ask you guys all a question.
Be about
Jolie
pussy.
shows up into your studio right now, butt naked. Who is not going down on her right now if you had the choice?
Wait, who?
Aniston?
Aniston?
No, Jolie.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a no-brainer.
I'd go down on her if she had Magic Johnson's dick in her.
She did once. Google it. Google it. Funny you should say that. My sources are saying.
Yeah, I'm going to email Aniston and tell her she needs a night with Anthony. That's what
it.
might shake her up a bit.
That'll test it out. I'll say. I'll put some smell sensors or something around.
What do you got on? All right, I guess you're done. When are you going to give us this big exclusive after you talk to everybody else?
I'm still working on it, but I'll make the next prediction on your show.
How about we hint?
No, I can't give a hint because then we'll have 200 other journalists chasing the same story.
Gotcha. You're a smart man. All right, sir. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you, guys. Baruch Hashem, have a great day. And,
did we wake you up?
No, I'm just about to take my daughter to school.
All right, buddy. You have a daughter? You're like a nice father and all that?
Yeah, man.
Well,
she can sing. She's 8 years old, and she's an amazing singer.
Yeah, she just signed a contract. Look it up.
And that's my life, parenting and,
and fucking celebrities' lives.
This life is parenting and pussy. I'm totally different, I'm just looking for the right woman.
Where are you calling from?
I know I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to have 300 people show up right outside my door right now.
Really?
It's enough. I'm so far from you guys. I'm walking the streets, and people are stopping me, telling me they hear me on Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, it's radio, for fuck's sake.
I know. The fuck?
Get us that TV show.
My whole undercover persona is going right out the window with you guys.
It certainly is. All right, Ian.
All right.
Good talking to you, man.
Guys.
All right.
Okay.
Peace out.
Take it easy. Peace out. Google it.
Love you.
Google it.
That fucking guy.
Dude, I'm going through the Ozzy book because we have him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm fucking laughing out loud just reading a story about how he had to shit and wipe his ass with curtains in someone else's house.
Jesus.
Was that cleaning it out?
Dude.
As Jennifer Aniston in a pool. And she's kind of on the edge of the pool and floating a little bit. And I don't know. I can't see how. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Something's up with her because she wants to be married and have a kid, and she just can't find a.
Every guy
is up with her,
tosses out of the wayside.
Every guy seems to. All right. We'll do a quick break, get into some other things. Opie and Anthony, stay there. So you guys see Conan's last show?
9.
Missed it?
Yeah. At karate class.
What? It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of people are writing about Conan, saying the real Conan came out in the last couple of weeks.
He did a 7 share to Letterman's 2.5.
7 share to, like a 2.5. I think, a little, whatever, yeah.
So you got to do your last show every night.
No, you can't, because it wouldn't be the last show. Unless there's like 5 different networks a week. One last show, one first show.
Is the 7 share good?
Yeah. It's a lot of people.
Oh, my God.
How many million is that? No, I know it's good.
It might be 7 million.
A million bazillion, I think.
But, yeah, Conan, the last couple of weeks seemed relaxed, and a lot of people saying, well, that's the Conan we know and love. The highlights from the last show, Neil Young came out and did Long May You Run.
Yeah.
Which was really good because I'm a big Neil Young fan. But I got to tell you, Neil Young's starting to look old.
Ironic.
Starting to look old. Yeah, Neil old.
Yeah. Did Conan have anything memorable to say in his? What was his final sign off in the monologue?
Well, we do have
at the end.
We have his final address, and then he brought Will Ferrell out. Farrell,
yeah.
Farrell.
And then they did Freebird.
Oh, yeah?
with Conan fucking playing the guitar, because a lot of people were wondering if that was Conan. Conan fucking could play a guitar. God damn.
Did he play some slide, or was he?
He was.
Dan?
Yeah, he was playing. He was going. He was switching back and forth between rhythm and lead, but he wasn't doing the slide.
Yeah, they gave him
someone else.
They gave him a lead near the end, but in general, he was doing mostly
There's a lot
rhythm.
of people jamming out.
Yeah, I didn't recognize all the people, but it was. You had Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. I saw him.
Oh shit!
I saw Beck.
Yeah,
Beck was part of the band. Max Weinberg, of course, and then you had Ben Harper. Oh, that was Ben Harper. Fuck, I knew that guy.
Damn.
And Will Ferrell was on lead vocals. He had a wig on, looking kind of like he's part of like a Southern rock band, a Leonard Skinner type thing. And he had his chick out there that was like 9 months pregnant, and he's making out with her, and she's like a hippie broad. And then they did Freebird straight up.
Wow.
And then
it sounded good?
It sounded pretty damn good. And then by the end of it, Will picked up the cowbell and went a little nuts on the cowbell, but still,
of course.
but still keeping it, still keeping it like real.
People laughing when he got the cowbell.
Yeah, but I don't think they were going for they weren't going for a laugh with the whole thing. They were just jamming and having a good time, and that's how they ended the Conan O'Brien late night experiment. And it's already in the paper that most likely he's going to be at Fox.
Yeah,
and that's why when he was talking on Friday, they're like, Conan took the high road. Conan, nothing but class on his way out. You have class and you take the high road leaving a job when you know you have another job.
Yeah, job to go to. What are you going to be mad at?
I mean, because if you have nothing, trust me, it's a little different. I mean, we're all just human in the end, right? You're going to be a motherfucker as best you can if you have nothing to go to. But he knows he's going to be okay. Plus he's walking away with anywhere from, 32 to 35 mil for himself.
Not bad.
And then a few million for his staff thrown in there for good measures.
Not a bad payday.
So this is Conan's final address to the audience. You guys did not hear this, so why don't we play this for you guys?
Gentlemen, before we bring this rodeo to
Go home and get your fucking shine box. This kid is fucking young.
Be my buddies. Boring. Stop whining. Stop it. Get the fuck out now.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta act like a man. What the hell? Okay, fuck it. What's next?
Good evening. That was great, though. That was a great sign off, man.
It was a good sign off.
Really, really good.
He knew he was going to be okay, and he's going somewhere else. Makes it a little easier, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You can't not like the guy after that.
Oh, no.
There's no way to not like him.
Yeah.
That fucking go home and get your fucking... I wasn't expecting that. That clip is always funny.
I know. I don't know what it is about that one.
It's never not funny.
And then Will Ferrell came out. You want to hear a taste of Freebird, Ant?
All right.
Yeah,
I want to do a movie
something
review
about bands.
together.
And then we're doing the up in
Yes.
up in air, up in the air.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make something amazing. Conan. Conan.
And is Freebird an easy song to sing?
Yeah, it's not that difficult. I mean, if you can stay on key, you know.
Because Will did a pretty good job of it.
It's not a high song, so.
What do you think, Ant?
Yeah, he's trying to twang it up a little and make kind of a bit of it. But that's some phone in there playing guitar. That's kind of cool. Back just like hillbillies and stuff. Matt Weinberg looks like Leno.
Yeah.
From ZZ Top is old, motherfucker. This. This is too long a song to match Weinberg for twice. Yeah. He's just kind of, he's giving it his all, eh? I just hear Conan on the lead guitar now. What's that guy's name from his ZZ Top? That Philly Gibbons? His beard is going bald. His beard is going bald. This
guy's got a long beard.
Oh, Chip. Look at Conan go! Wow! That's annoying. Way to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Different.
It's not bad, right?
That was a great way to end it.
It makes you want to hear the original.
Yeah, well, I don't
fucking that. You forget how goddamn good that Freebird song is, huh?
That was a good ending.
That was a good way to go out.
Yeah.
Very original.
Plus, I'll have the show back on in less than a year.
Oh, within 7 months, he'll be most likely at Fox doing his thing.
Fox. Good for him. Yep. Good for him, I say. What are you going to do? Fucking guys battling it out.
It's up in the air.
Late night talk shows. Stop.
Jimmy, nice segue.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I heard your segue.
I didn't mean to.
Up in the air, yes. Jimmy tweeted that he saw Up in the Air and hated it.
Now, I could tell just from the trailer that this movie was a piece of shit.
These movies. You said the same thing about Avatar.
No, I didn't say about Avatar. Never said that. I said I don't think Avatar deserves to be in the position it's in, even though I haven't seen it.
Okay.
But at Up in the Air, it's like watching any other movie trailer that I could look at and go, I will never see this movie because it just looks like a bucket of romantic comedy shit.
It's a fucking chick flick.
Yay! See, I could tell.
I didn't know it was a comedy until there's a scene where George Clooney falls in the lake. It's a fucking hunk of shit. And I tweeted that I couldn't believe it got 90% or that there's Oscar considerations for this film.
The reviews are ridiculous on this movie. Yeah, Clooney's winning awards.
It's stunk.
I saw Up in the Air about a month ago, and I talked about it on the show, and people were beating me up. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Am I missing out on something? And now Jimmy's with me, thank God.
He's a motivational speaker. He's
he's not a motivator. He does that on the side.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like his side is he has the fucking, it's some backpack speak, empty your back. It's a meaningless, pointless fucking side story.
You didn't like his take on the motivational
It was garbage. It's an anticlimactic movie.
He basically talks about a backpack and like, you got too much in your backpack, so you got to lighten the load.
Empty your backpack. It's like, shut up. Who fucking can we get it? You're the eligible Arabic-looking bachelor. You're in hotels a lot. Fuck you and your fucking frequent flyer status. The whole movie was a commercial for American Airlines and how great the Admirals Club is and how great Hilton Hotel. It was in the product placement in this movie.
It was one big fucking commercial.
For you idiots that thought this was a work of art.
Admiral Club and Hilton just in the trailer.
The fucking embarrassing product placement in this movie. And that fucking girl who played the chick that he fucks in a hotel, they have like this really horrible flirty scene where they're sitting there and she's like a guy. She even walks like a guy to prove that she's a business gal. And they're sitting there with their cards and they're comparing cards in the hotel. You have an American Express plan. You have the Hilton Honor card. Yeah, but I only go with this. And it was fucking awful.
They were bragging by how many cards they got and which person had the better cards and stuff.
Flirty scene
from all their traveling around the United States of America. But George Clooney's life is very empty. He lives his life on the road, Anthony. When he goes home to an empty apartment. And boy, if that doesn't tell you a lot about his character.
Yes, and
just in case we didn't know.
What's the problem there?
He has no furniture in his apartment when he does, go home every once in a while.
He plays a guy who goes around and fires people for a living. He's one of these people that the company will hire him when they don't have the balls to fire somebody, and he's a motivational speaker on the side. So his job is to go there and fire them. And the basic push of the story is he's always on the road, and his company wants to cut down on his travel because he wants to become one of the 10 million mile people on American Airlines where you get like a lifetime executive club status or whatever the fuck it is.
And it's been a while. How many people got that status?
7, including him, because he gets it at the end of the movie. So I hope I blew it for you. Who gives a shit? And you get to fuck. Here's your big prize. You get to meet this fucking cheese dick in a mustache who works for American Airlines.
What's his name?
Who?
I always forget his name. He was the fucking father in Mask.
Oh, Sam Elliott. Yeah, exactly.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, Sam Elliott?
Yeah, with a big fucking
Sam Elliott
mustache.
So stupid. And
is everything you thought it would be?
Beef. What's for dinner?
Everything y'all thought it would be.
It was one attempt at a moment after another. I didn't give a shit about. Then there was the wedding scene. It was a whole bunch of rotten, boring stories thrown into one long, rotten, boring story. And I didn't. Even the firing montage about the people they were firing, they were interesting. To see the people getting fired. This is fucking fruity Hollywood trying to show the working class and the fired people in America how in touch with you they really are. How you're not being overlooked.
God bless you, Jimmy.
It was shit.
I was like, what is the big deal about this dumb movie?
And the girl who played the new young girl with the overacting awkward girl with Eddie Munster hair, and she was like, a relationship is supposed to be. Her acting was terrible. She might be good in Twilight. She was awful in this.
She's ugly too.
That's not.
I guess she was supposed to be a plain Jane type.
But it was the forced awkward girl, the overacting awkward girl. It was just awful. Mm-hmm. And people that were trashing me on Twitter for smashing this movie.
They were trashing you?
A bunch of these fucking man pussies thought it was great, but feel free to call in and defend it if you want.
Wow.
It stunk.
Let's say hi to Jason in Virginia. Jason.
Hey, boys.
Hi, Jason.
I'm pretty sure this movie was done in the 80s, and it was done right the first time, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
What?
That sounds just like Del Griffith.
Well, it was a comedy. I mean, that was actually a real comedy. This was exactly what critics like. It was a soft, non-threatening, romantic comedy that didn't offend any of their sacred cows or sensibilities. That's why critics love this hunk of shit. Terrible movie.
Up in the Air.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Danny McBride was fun.
I will not see
Even Danny McBride couldn't do it. There was no reason for him to be in that movie. He plays a fucking groom.
Well, yeah, because George Clooney goes home for his niece's wedding or something.
His sister.
Sister's kid's wedding.
What's the movie poster?
No, his sister's wedding.
What's the movie poster look
Sister's
like?
wedding, you sure?
Yeah, it was his younger sister.
Okay.
And I didn't give a shit about the wedding or the conflict that Clooney helps them out of, and the fucking dumb older sisters of the thing, and she goes dramatically, "Welcome home." Oh, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, the guy goes home for maybe 10 days a year. His life is on the road.
You don't like it.
It was enraging. And I'll say this for my girlfriend. She fucking didn't want to watch it, and she despised it before I did, which was 1 minute into it.
Wow.
We hated this movie, and the music was terrible.
And you got all the way to the end, even though you hated it?
Well, I think if I'm going to bash it, I should see the whole thing.
Wow, fucking hell.
So the music in it was unlistenable.
I don't know if you can. What was the music in it? I don't remember any of the songs now.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think.
It stunk.
And the montage of him looking down at individual cities.
Dude, it was so embarrassing that...
Oh, they did that?
Oh, yeah.
This was a commercial, a product placement commercial for Hilton and American Airlines. And there's one line where they're talking about the cards going back and forth, and she said something about, you always fly the same. And he goes, well, there's no weakness in loyalty or whatever. He gave like some company line. It's like, oh, come on, man.
Did you see the twist coming?
Yes, from about 5 minutes into the movie, I said it to my girlfriend.
Really?
Absolutely, I saw it coming. Yes, they telegraphed that from 300 miles away. Oh, no, a heartbreak is coming. Yuck.
I heard.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to protect for the listeners because we spoil way too many movies.
I fucking blew it in my Say Now message, the ending.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Johnny Death. Johnny Death.
Hey, there's not much left to say because Jimmy just covered everything. I saw it with 3 friends and 3 chicks, and the chicks hated it even worse than we did.
It's a chick flick.
No, but the women hated it as well, which is kind of refreshing, man. Because you'd think the women would just eat up that crap.
And they didn't, and for a movie called Up in the Air, I felt, oh, God, this was bad, down in the fucking dumps afterwards.
By the end of the movie, I was thinking to myself, what was the point of this movie? Like, I don't really understand. Was there a hidden message? What were they trying to accomplish that is getting 90% plus reviews on Rotten Tomatoes?
If they were
I'm sorry, but I think that pissed me off more than anything else.
What?
Was why is this film in the top 5, in the top 10%,
and then
on every fucking list?
But then you get mad. You're like, what? I guess I just don't get it, man.
The guy had no life and never's going to.
But it didn't matter. Fuck him. And all those people that they were firing. The movie should have been more about them. I just didn't feel anything for them. I didn't feel anything for his plight. I didn't feel anything for the new corporate awkward girl, the phony awkward girl that Hollywood loves. They love the hot, I'm way too hot to be awkward, but I'm phonily pretending to be awkward. They love the fucking phony nerd image in this shitty town. How about getting a real ugly girl to play that part? Get a real fucking nerd. It was like Shallow Hal. They couldn't make a statement about beauty unless they had fucking stupid Gwyneth Paltrow make it. Get me a fucking fat pig to make the statement, you shallow cunts.
They went as ugly. They went as ugly as they could. You know what I mean?
They went pretty close.
You can't go too ugly in Hollywood.
No.
So I feel sorry for the actresses where they go, you're just ugly enough.
You want like Precious in there.
Yeah. Well, let Steve Buscemi make a statement about beauty.
A lot of chicks love Steve Buscemi.
You like Jason Bateman as the corporate douche boss?
He was all right. I mean, and Galifianakis had like one scene. They were fine.
Well,
Yeah,
he was a non-factor, really. I mean, his scene was funny. He was one of the guys that got fired.
He was okay.
He did a good job with it. Huh?
Before I punch out, I'd just like to say all they needed to do was fire the audience during the first 5 minutes of that movie.
I just thought, dude, I didn't know it was a comedy. It was everything I hate in a movie. It was like attempting to have a message and attempting to have a bunch of. I despise lighthearted romps. I loathe them. And
what about the montage where Clooney's falling for her, taking her back to his high school and showing?
Oh, where they break into the high school and walk around and you're supposed to feel something. And you're supposed to feel something for this guy. Like, wow, he's finally getting in touch with values.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him and his school. And fuck that masculine broad he was hitting on.
He finally found someone to trust. He's going to take her to his old high school.
Exactly.
And they're making out where he made out with girls 30 years earlier.
Exactly. And then they're watching basketball practice, and nobody notices why the two 50-year-olds are watching a bunch of high school students practice.
Right.
She's probably whispering in his ear how she's going to fuck the black center. He's a cuckold. It was a terrible movie, man. I hated it. It didn't move me at all. There was one anticlimax after another. It was trying so hard to have moments, and it failed on every front.
I agree.
Wow. That's fucking
you are so
great.
right on.
What's that?
Best review of the year, little Jimmy.
Thank you.
Best
Yeah, I'm
review
with
of the
Jimmy
year.
on this one. Big
Horrendous
time.
movie.
Big time on it with Jimmy.
Dude, it made me angry.
I love movie critic Jimmy.
I would
No,
love to
but-
do that for a living.
But you know what? That was very accurate. That's very accurate. With a few funny lines in there, but it was. You didn't. There was no point to the movie.
Once they did when the Hollywood flirt with a couple flirts, and then after they fucked the next morning, Clooney and her, where are you going to be? And they're both sitting across from each other at a desk, and they both open their exact same size laptops, and the backs of the laptops meet, and then Des Moines, not busy that way. The two busy people connecting. No one interacts like that.
You're missing one detail, Jimmy.
What?
She's wearing his shirt in the morning.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh God,
that old
It's
gag.
not surprising. She was fucking masculine. Hey, wow, there's a chick that travels just like the boys. Hey, I got my Amex Black card. Hey, I got my Hilton Honors card. And they continually show him walking to the first class line and zipping ahead of everyone. And they continually show him checking into the Hilton's Honors thing, zipping ahead of everyone. And there's one scene, you product whore fucking movie where there's a people online at the Hilton and he zips ahead of them and the girl goes, hey, what about us? And he goes, well, I'm an honors member. I check in first.
That's a commercial.
All that was.
Hi, I'm George Clooney for Hilton's Honor.
It was a way to get money from I guarantee you they got money from Hilton and American Airlines.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do now.
But dude, I don't mind some product
That's not
placement.
even placement. That is an endorsement.
It was worse than fucking that Hanks movie with FedEx. That embarrassing commercial.
Oh, fuck, remember that? And
yeah. Well,
I wonder if the same studio did those.
How was that bad though? Because their plane crashed.
But it was about FedEx and about just about how great it was. And watch the beginning of that Hanks. What's that Hanks movie? Castaway. All the things that are said about MX that are positive. Watch the beginning of that fucking movie. You're going to want to vomit when you're looking for it.
And your plane crash.
And one last thing, everyone was like, "What about her ass?" Oh, look at her ass, because there was a scene.
Oh, that was good if it was hers.
It wasn't. It was a stunt ass. It came out in the press.
Yeah,
that her ass doesn't look like that.
Aniston's.
They had to bring in a stunt ass.
Aniston was not. Who
was it? Aniston's ass? Did they show? Was that it? Just
smell-o-vision,
scratch and sniff the screen.
Victor, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, look, I get and understand your show, but Jimmy is an aspiring actor, and I would think with Hollywood being a kiss-ass place that it is, I would not be trashing the director, even though I know the movie sucked. I mean, I didn't even see it, but listening to Jimmy, I don't even want to see it.
I don't know who the director is.
Well, he probably knows who you are now, though.
Who cares? Nah, they don't care, dude.
Jimmy's not going to sell out, man.
My acting is fucking mediocre to awful to begin with. What am I going to do? Be in a movie with Clooney? He is a good actor. Did he do a nice job in this? Yes, he was good. But who gives a shit? There was a boring movie, and I'm not a fucking great actor. I'm a comic.
Let's go to Andy in Cleveland. Andy.
Yeah, actually, I had a double torture seeing this movie because I had to sit through the preview of Sex and the City, too.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Is that out?
My wife hit me in the arm because I said
the
very
preview,
loudly,
yeah.
now I know why the popcorn comes in bags, and proceeded to vomit fake vomit into my popcorn.
Hey, you got to go one then.
Find
my
the
friend.
trailer, dude. Find the new Sex and the City 2 trailer. We got to hit that one up if we're talking movies. Oh, I wonder what it's about. Oh, here it is.
Speaking of up in the air.
Come on, let's get some volume.
All right. Hold on one second, though, Danny. What do you want to say, Andy, before we let you go?
The only fascinating thing about the movie, the only good thing, was watching the firing scenes. Because on the Action movie channel, they had an interview with the director, and he said they actually interviewed people who had been fired in this town where they shot most of the movie. And if you watch some of them, they're so nervous just talking about the situation of being fired. The one woman actually broke into hives and stopped breathing in her interview, and you can see her in the film. Like her neck just totally, it's like a fucking strawberry patch. It just goes up, and she can't even get through the concept of having to act out.
Were those real people that had been fired?
That's what he's saying.
Oh, they weren't acting? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but
Good.
If they had balls, they would have fired people for the movie. Thank you, Andy. We're going to check out the Sex and the City trailer, then get back to your phone calls, because now everybody is fired up about Up in the Air, a movie that George Clooney might win an Oscar for. He's never going to win it, by the way.
Here we go. Where's the music? Come on, right? Starts with the music?
It's boofering.
Come on. 'tis summer. Get ready to carry on. The way it's spelled. Oh, no.
The opening shot of her coming out of a fucking building.
A stall.
Yeah. She walks out of a building and somebody asks to ride her through Central Park for $50.
Thought would never happen in a million years. And just when you think you've seen it all, it hits you. You haven't seen anything yet.
The friendship, the fun, the fashion. Get carried away. Get it.
What a dog.
Far away. Oh, they're in Egypt. Oh, stop it. Just stop this.
Sex in the City 2.
Sometimes you just have to get away with the girls.
I hope Al-Qaeda gets them and cuts their heads off.
Now, Anthony.
Yay.
Yeah, they're walking through Egypt. I hope in the opening scene, they walk into a pyramid and a rock falls and they suffocate. And then the entire rest of the movie is the Egyptian government trying to figure out how these trespassers got in their land. And it's a whole movie about some fucking legal battle.
Yes, again, it has nothing to do with them. The first minute of the movie, they get horribly killed.
Yeah. And then they die of suffocation. And at the end of the movie, there's like a big court scene going on, and they're dragging 4 bodies with white covers on them out of the fucking crypt. And they wind up finding another king's tomb, thanks to them, those nosy whores. Well, they actually think that she's a mummy, King Horsophorasis.
The whole movie, the Egyptians are trying to ride Sarah Jessica Parker, thinking she's a camel. She has to keep convincing them, I'm not a camel.
I'm not a camel.
I'm not a camel.
I fucked a camel once.
Speaking of camel
on
cock.
film.
We weren't talking about camel cock, you fucking whore.
And she finally convinced them she's not a camel, and then she accidentally spits on their windshield.
Speaking of spitting. All right, we get it. You're a slut.
Who the fuck? And that movie will do just great. Yeah. Because dumb bitches will fucking go see it. Yuck.
Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's go to Matt in Houston. Matt in Houston.
Hey, guys. My chick and I saw this movie, and we're like, wow, the woman who plays the lead is pretty attractive for an older broad. Turns out she was born in 1973.
What?
She was like 34, 35 when that movie was filmed.
No
look it up.
way. Are you serious? George Clooney's love interest through the whole movie. She does look like she's pushing 50, and this guy's trying to tell me that she's actually 35, 36 in real life.
I really felt bad for a poor guy like Clooney. Flying first class all over the country and getting pussy. Wow, that's terrible. Poor good-looking Clooney with his big eyebrows. Enough with him. Looks like the fucking king of Egypt. Fucking creep.
Enough with him.
God almighty. How are you supposed to feel bad for that guy? He's finally going to find love with his 10 million first-class miles. Shut up, cunt.
Let's go to Uncle Luke.
Show me a guy that looks like the father from Mork and Mindy, flying coach. Show me Conrad Janis trying to get fucking pussy in Oklahoma somewhere.
Then you got a story.
Yeah.
Uncle Luke.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, it took a while to get going, but I did get into it, and I kind of liked it. But, like, the end, they fucked up the ending so bad. Like, it ended, like, 3 times, and it had a perfect time to end it, and I was like, please end. And it didn't. It just kept going. I was like, fuck, man. It was so close. I don't know.
Well, Hollywood they just wimp out with these mainstream movies. In Crazy Heart, fucking Jeff Bridges should have been dead at the end of the movie. But they had to cop that out,
he
too.
didn't?
We need more people to see the movie, then we'll discuss that one next.
You just blew it.
Nah, not really. Not really.
Who gives a shit?
No. Give me a few more days, and then we'll talk about Crazy Heart. Maybe a few more people are going to see it. But they did. I mean, you want to talk about copping out? They've totally copped out in Crazy Heart. All right.
I'm just trying to think of.
All right.
Like what could have happened there?
What
at the end
of what?
Copping out, Crazy Heart. Well, I didn't see it, but I'm just trying to figure.
I mean, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, it's not bad. I mean, it's a little slow, but that fucking Jeff Bridges knows how to act. That fucking guy knows how to act. Holy shit. Go see Crazy Heart, Jimmy.
I will.
And then we'll discuss it. And then you guys start getting trailers.
Discuss.
You guys start getting
some copies.
Some copies, I mean.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Screeners.
Let's say hi to Blake in Wisconsin. Blake?
But I would never see that fucking George Clooney piece of shit. I knew right away I am not fucking seeing that.
But some of these movies are worth seeing just for the show, so you can beat the shit out of them.
I couldn't sit through it.
Honestly, if we didn't have a radio show, I wouldn't see half the stuff I do. But then you see it, so you can beat the shit out of it. Blake, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, I was just calling about Jim's comment about putting real ugly people in movies. I just spent the weekend at the Mall of America. I could see ugly people anywhere I go. I'm paying money to see pretty people. There's reality TV stars all over. Really, Sarah Jessica Parker is about my limit to ugly people that I can deal with.
Well, if you're paying money to see pretty people, then your level of entertainment is obviously what it is. Then don't ever if you want to pay to see pretty people.
I don't want to go see ugly people at the movie theater doing it.
So you enjoy looking at George Clooney on the big screen.
Okay, then you want a fucking bullshit message given to you by really good-looking people pretending to understand the plight of someone who doesn't get laid, or come on, stop.
No, you're right. Gwyneth Paltrow, that was a clusterfuck, but I don't know. I like Anne Hathaway.
All right.
I'm not saying I don't like Anne Hathaway, and I don't even say good-looking people shouldn't be in movies. But I'm just sick and tired of supposed to feel sorry for these people. You know, I don't feel sorry for any. Look at the cast of Cuckoo's Nest. If they cast that movie today, every one of those fucking mental patients, they would never cast Danny DeVito. They would never cast any of these. They would all be good-looking, fucking sulky, unshaven Hollywood types. Bunch of shit.
The people getting fired and up in the air, that was some good shit.
Yeah, they were all ugly.
They were all ugly,
I deserved to be
sad
fired.
individuals. All right, sir, thank you. We're going to move on. There's too much going on here right now. We'll go to Mike in Florida. Mike?
Hey,
Mike?
I saw Book of Eli. Hey, guys. Book of Eli. I saw it this weekend. Have you guys seen it yet?
No, I'm not.
It's terrible.
It is, huh? Is it getting bad reviews? I think it is getting bad reviews.
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing even to spoil about it except for one thing, whether, I don't know, whether he's blind or not.
No,
I can't figure that out.
Book of Eli, I got confused because there's a movie out, or was out, or coming out soon, called The Road, which was an amazing...
I saw that, too.
The Road was an amazing book. I was looking forward to the fucking movie. Omar from The Wire's in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I never saw this. It never hit my theaters, and I live in New York City. Where the fuck was this movie being shown?
It was on my computer is where I saw it.
But everyone does.
It was good. It was depressing. They did a good job giving you a feel for the post-apocalyptic world without spending a lot of money.
Right.
So I give them credit for that, but I mean, it was kind of depressing, but it was a lot better than Book of Eli.
I never give credit to a studio for doing something on a low budget. I don't care how much it costs.
Isn't that the director doing that, though? Being able to be creative enough to do that?
No, it's the studio also. If you have a cap on spending, then you have to.
Oh, then fuck the studio, because there were good people in that movie, so...
It was like, what was a good movie? Was that Stephen King movie, that Frank something? Remember the guy the director came in to promote it? About the... Yeah, he came in, and the movie was about the fog that came... The Mist.
Oh, The Mist.
Oh, The Mist. That was a good movie.
The movie was even darker than the book, but the budget was low, and the monsters were... It actually looked like a guy with monster gloves on. It was terrible.
It really is. His movies, they
Hey,
cannot...
watch it out, guys. Love you.
All right,
They
man.
can't make the monsters look good.
No.
In any one of his movies. I don't get it.
Fuck, that was a good review on Up in the Air.
I wanted more people who disagreed with me to call in, because they were on Twitter, so I don't mind listening to them.
Yeah, I got beat up a little bit when I first started talking about that.
When you if I recall, when you first
you just
talked
don't
about
get
that,
it, man.
No, when I first remember you saw it and started talking about it, I think you were giving it some kudos, my friend.
I don't think so.
Might have to pull the clip and hang you out to dry.
I got it. I just didn't want to hear from
credit for
Clooney.
good stuff for once, instead of just killing me all the time.
No.
I'm trying to think if I did now.
I'm just saying, you might have gone, it was good, but...
I was trying, I don't know. I didn't
remember.
I didn't go all in like Jimmy did, that's for sure. But I definitely had problems.
Jimmy apparently loved it.
I think what I said, I think I really did say my main point about Up in the Air was, what was the point of this movie?
Oh, yeah.
And then
No
people
point.
were like, you don't get it, man.
You don't get it, man? Ugh. Just be pussy whipped and go to a fucking chick flick and like it because you have to.
Hey guys, Andy Dick's in trouble again. We're
Oh,
gonna talk
no.
about him next.
That guy's unpredictable.
Out him.
We're gonna and then we're gonna talk about this fucking piece of shit woman that fell on a Picasso.
What a dumb.
Did you read this one?
No, but I saw it on the news.
Did you read this one?
Fucking clumsy whore.
Wait till you hear this story, this fucking idiot. And then the Haiti telethon, we might talk about that a little bit. They raised, I think, close to $60 million.
Jesus.
My favorite part, though, was, the big Hollywood stars talking to the average Joes.
It always goes well.
But it was great. Also, they're like, well, here's Julia Roberts, and she's just talking to some housewife from the Midwest.
Oh, God, imagine the joy she must have had there.
And relating to her, like, this is Julia Roberts. Yeah, me and my husband were saying the exact same thing last night.
Yeah, when we were pulling out of our gated, huge mansion.
Thank you. Thank you.
My husband said I said the same thing to my husband while I was jerking him off with an 11-carat ring on my finger. What did you say, trailer trash? What did you say, fucking gutter white lady?
This might work then. I'm not sure. I was thinking this might work. It might not. And then someone's like, oh, it's a pleasure to talk to you, Mr. Spielberg. And Steven Spielberg goes, well, it's a pleasure to talk to you as well.
I'm interested in making movies myself.
Right. Are you?
Are you, really? I sit down with Spielberg and pitch my fucking idea.
All right, we'll give it a try next. We'll talk about the Haiti telethon and other things. Opie and Anthony. Hey, let's not forget Ozzy Osbourne will be in studio tomorrow.
Ozzy Osbourne! Yeah, Jimmy's been perusing his book and doing nothing but laughing his little ass off at Ozzy's book.
Loves the book. And we did the old football talk earlier. What else do you want us to say? Colts were the better team.
The better team. They came with the game face on. They came to play. Yeah.
Hell of a year for my Jets. They're my Jets, Ann. I own the team.
Does no good, though. The old nice year, almost did it. Next year, doesn't help.
Fuck, we were one half away from a Super Bowl appearance, the first one in 41 years, and now we're probably going to have to wait another.
Yeah.
God knows how many years to get that close again.
Hell knows.
It was a good ride, though, man. A lot of fun the last few weeks with the Jets. Now I can completely focus on hockey, Ann. It's all about hockey now.
Hockey.
Holy shit, who is that?
That's little Emma Watson.
Really?
Yeah. From the Harry Potter movies.
She's grown up.
She's trying to glam herself up a little bit.
Yeah.
She's got hips like a little 9-year-old boy.
She looks great there, but in general, she's just all right.
Yeah?
I think she's just all right. You saw the Harry Potter movie, right? The latest one?
No, I have not seen the latest Harry Potter movie. I still have to catch up with 8 of them, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well.
Really?
I haven't really.
Hey, Jimmy did the old Pope thing.
Of course he did.
Where the fuck am I going here? Where's the... Oh, okay, Jimmy did the Pope bit on Friday, and we all were doing the doodly-doo.
He was just doing a little toodly-doo. Toodly-doo song.
And Jimmy goes, I forgot I even did that, which is just a shame because it's a great bit. It really is a great bit.
If you didn't mention it, I never would have thought of it again.
The Pope. So Derek took the Pope song. I mean, he made it into a song, actually.
That's what Derek does.
Because Jimmy was just riffing about things the Pope does, basically. And then Derek grabbed the raw audio, and came up with this.
Oh, the Pope wears a pointy white hat, doodly-doo. He says things about God that are nice. Oh, the Pope speaks Latin, doodly-doo. Oh, the Pope lives in Rome. Yes, he does. Oh, the Pope likes God a whole big bunch. Oh, the Pope enjoys the view from the balcony, doodly-doo. And the Pope leans his head out the window and boos at synagogues. The Pope's car has a piece of plastic on it. Oh, the Pope really digs Mel Gibson's movies. The Pope says TH after a lot of words to sound holy. And The Pope likes a Bible in the hotel room drawer. The Pope wears a pointy white hat, doodly-doo. He says things about God that are nice. Oh, the Pope speaks Latin, doodly-doo. Oh, the Pope lives in Rome. Yes, he does. I'm fucking a good singer. That's a hit.
You probably have more songs that get more airplay on the radio than a lot of bands.
That should be getting airplay.
I sing quite a bit. It's my second passion. After shit sculpting. After making historical figures out of liquid shit, it's singing. I actually like a good solid one, too. I did an amazing Lincoln once with a real fiber log.
That stovepipe hat a little easier with fibrous than...
Much easier. Yeah, the stovepipe hat always collapses. Flu shits are no good. Flu shits are no good at all unless you're doing tsunami stuff or ocean paintings.
More abstract,
yeah. Kind of modern art.
Modern art masterpiece.
You know what? I'm going to go with the seg. Speaking of art. She puts the ass in Picasso. But Picasso, but it's Picasso.
Yeah, what would it be before that? If without that, it would be what? Picasso?
Yeah. She puts the ass in Picasso. That's a dumb headline.
So she didn't fall forward. It would be Picanto.
Although the article starts off fine, it says, a klutzy art lover. This story rules. A klutzy art lover tripped onto a rare Picasso painting at the Met, tearing a hole in the century-old masterpiece.
Fucking
Jesus.
First of all, how do they display it? What, do they just have it up there?
Yeah, really? What the fuck?
It's hanging like a fucking like a target on the shooting range. How about you cover that with glass so fucking Candela can't fall into it?
Yeah, really. It's a Picasso, you fucking idiot.
Oh, what a stupid bitch.
The unidentified woman was attending an adult education class Friday afternoon when she lost her balance and stumbled into the actor, causing a 6-inch tear in the bottom of the canvas. The piece called The Actor.
Do you know how shitty you feel when you fall into a Picasso? I'd feel bad if I tripped and fell into Paul Stanley's paintings. I ran out of air saying that.
That's okay, though. Fortunately, the damage did not occur in a focal point of the composition. That's very artsy.
What does that mean?
Focal point of the composition.
A 6-inch tear? How do they fix that? I mean, wouldn't it be funny if some guy just came over and put just tape on it? Fine!
Oh, they'll probably spend 10 years fixing it now.
They'll get it fixed.
Yeah. The damage can be fully repaired.
The actor's all skinny.
How can it be fully repaired if it's a rip?
Right, it can't be fully
It can be repaired.
Right. But I mean, if you take it on Antique Roadshow, I think they're going to notice. Sorry.
Yeah. This would have been worth a lot if some fat dummy didn't sit on it. What phase was that when he was going through?
Probably the blue phase, because the actor has on blue shoes.
Nope.
No,
blue
it's
shoes.
not his final phase before he died. That's for sure.
First of all, there's a few things about this. Pablo Picasso created The Actor, an unusually large painting measuring about 6 feet by 4 feet.
Wow.
And the dummy tumbles into it?
In the winter of 04-05. It depicts an acrobat striking a pose and marks the transition to the artist's rose period.
Rose period.
She fell into a 6-foot painting?
Yes.
What a fucking clod.
I didn't see it. I thought it was a real actor.
Dunce.
How do you fall into a 6-foot masterpiece? What an asshole.
It's true, it's a masterpiece, and she fell into it.
She should have her name changed to fucking asshole. Legally on her license. Asshole, comma, fucking.
You know what? Fucking A, Keith. We have the best listeners ever, and I really mean that, because they pick up on the stuff that we should be at times. Keith J. from Niagara Falls. Because what did they say? They said that this will be fully repaired, right?
Yeah.
So Keith J. writes, what, is Picasso going to come back and fix it?
You know what happened? This reminds me of something embarrassing I did, too.
Yeah.
There was a Monet, and I ran through it like the Wile E. Coyote thing does, and there was just the outline of me.
You thought it was a tunnel or something?
It was an accident, yeah.
But they fixed it, right, Jimmy?
They did, yes.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
They just had me stand there like I was part of the painting.
Rick has a very, very good question. Rick in Missouri. Rick?
Are they going to be bringing the painting to Ted's Art Repair Emporium?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Ted, you're going to be fixing the Picasso painting?
I certainly am. Yeah. I told them, though, to ship it, to fold it up and put it in an envelope and mail it to me.
Well, that doesn't sound like it would be safe.
Yes, I'll unfold it quietly and carefully. I'll have this thing fixed in a jiff, Gregory.
How long is it going to take?
Probably about a minute and a half. I'll duct tape the back of the thing. Send it right back. Here's your Picasso.
You can't do that.
Sure you can. Nobody looks at the back.
How much do you charge to fix a masterpiece like this Picasso painting?
$3 or $4. Depends on how much tape I have to use. Sometimes I'll fold the tape up under where you can see it on the front of the painting, so you'll know it's been repaired.
Well, how is your
and I'll also sign it.
How is your business going to make money?
Oh, I just do a lot of painting fixings.
How many a year?
Oh, approximately 35 to 40.
Well, that's not a lot of money.
It certainly is. You'd be surprised how many people fall into Picassos. One every 1,600 years. Stupid bitch.
What a clod.
Holy shit.
What a clod.
Oh,
God.
I hate that painting, by the way. That fucking skinny, long-necked idiot painting.
You don't like that?
No, the actor's got the fruity hand on the hip.
He does his hands out kind of like this.
It's terrible.
Do you like Picasso? I like Picasso stuff.
His colors are nice.
I don't like when he started putting the nose on the side of the head and all that weird shit.
He got all weird.
But he did do some stuff that wasn't weird.
That's just some skinny asshole with blue shoes. It's fucking dumb. Rocket boots. Nice fucking rocket boots.
He's wearing Ace Frehley's boots.
Exactly, the actor.
It's the actor.
I'm pretty basic when it comes to paintings. I like your portraits, your thing, the old school stuff like that.
Sure,
that's fine by me. Nothing too wacky.
Anthony likes it simple, like Hitler ice skating in a Santa hat.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Scott S. from Quakertown. Remember the day we ripped the painting?
I like a good black woman with a huge afro so I could look over my toes at the base of my bed.
Yeah, I like that too. Those macadamia nut toes. The fucking Statman Brothers.
Coke Logic writes, she probably burst through the painting like a college football banner. What a clod.
Yeah, like me at the end of that show on IFC.
All right.
Remember when I ran through the fucking...
Yes. Jimmy the Wrestler. What was your character's name again?
Just Jim the Animal Norton, I think?
Yeah. What else we got on this? The artwork, which was donated to the Met. Oh, that was a good decision, huh? Back in 1952. Hung in a second-floor gallery without incident until Friday. So it was hanging there for well over 50 years, and no one bothered it until this clod came along.
Put it behind glass.
The painting is expected to be repaired in time to go on display in an exhibit of some of 250 Picasso works that opens April 27th. Fuck, I'll be there for that.
Why is he so famous? He painted 200. I can see if he painted one. The guy has a shitload of paintings.
I don't know why that shit is famous. I walk through museums every once in a while, and you're like, why is this one really famous and this one over here is not? It's the same thing.
Oh, there it is, the Scatman Brothers picture.
I like that one.
That one's great. It says something. Talks to you.
Oh, you know what? I do remember this story. John in Queens. Go ahead, John.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, I don't know if anybody brought it up yet, but I read a story once that Steve Wynn had this multi-million-dollar painting that he was selling to somebody, and when he brought the people in to show the painting, so he put his elbow through it.
That's a true story. If we could...
Steve Wynn put his elbow through it?
Yeah.
Why, would he make a joke and want the painting to laugh?
Hardy har!
It was the Mona Lisa. He said, come on, smile, you cunt, you're embarrassing me.
Watch it out, boys.
Yeah, he cut the mouth out so he could kind of talk through it. Oh.
How do you elbow a hole in a painting?
I don't know, man.
There it is. It's right here. Or maybe he would do that. Maybe he would act like an old school actor all the time, and someone would say something, he'd go, yeah, and his elbows would kick back. How do you do that?
I don't know.
So there you go, that dumb bitch messing up a Picasso. Hey, the Haiti telethon.
Yes.
It was all right.
I didn't see that. Why did I see? I saw nothing.
I happened to be home on Friday. I watched it a bit. It was all right. Madonna looks fucking freakish with her plastic surgery. We made the joke that she looks like the fucking Muppet fucking...
Oh, yeah.
I forgot her name.
Yeah. Madam.
Wayland Flowers and Madam.
Wayland Flowers and Madam. Gee, what happened to Wayland Flowers? He gave Madam to somebody else, willed it to somebody else along with the puppy and the chicken soup and the robe. Jesus.
Really?
Please, come on.
No,
Wayland Flowers?
Did he?
Jesus Christ, had to have.
Really?
I'll bet any amount of money.
No fucking idea. Now I'm gonna have to watch a couple videos.
Did you see the chin on that puppet? It looks like a ball bag. Just set it on his fucking bridge of his nose. Dream. Oh, come on. Had to be the ninja.
Yeah, well, the one thing I picked up on as far as the Haiti telethon goes, and I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
You had people calling the celebrities. They were manning the phones. And all of a sudden, they would just listen in on the conversation.
Now, why would they, I guess to get contributions or...
Yeah, they did well. I think close to 60 million.
So, like, Spielberg or someone would have to sit on the phone.
It was an all-star lineup on the phones. You had everybody.
So, what, Clooney? Was Clooney there?
Clooney. I don't know where Clooney was.
And they were
he might have
taking
been backstage.
the calls?
Yeah.
Oh, how horrible.
What would Tyler
Deal with
Durden
that.
do? Had a pretty good line about it because it was all these celebrities, and then he said, "I hope I don't get," and then it was like a lesser
one, yeah. Nipsey,
celebrity.
Well, Nipsey's dead.
Yeah,
That's
Nipsey finally
be
got
hard
it.
to get
Yeah.
him.
So let's
Scatman. No,
I don't even know if this is going to work, but you got Reese Witherspoon as the first one, and she's like, talking to just an average Joe as the average Joe is donating to the cause.
Little Reese Witherspoon.
Well, this is Reese Witherspoon, and we really appreciate your call. You're calling in to donate.
Can I hold on? Can I guess what the guy's gonna say? Okay. All right, let's just play.
You want me to stop it when I?
Yeah.
All right.
For the Hope for Haiti program.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
yes, I am.
Wonderful. Well, we are going to have an operator get on the line and actually take your donation. Have you already spoken?
Please let me come on your face. I love your movies.
Why couldn't we get
Did you
one
mean
of those?
Joaquin Phoenix's asshole in the Cash movie? Please tell me, Reese. Joaquin Phoenix. Was it hard kissing his hair lip? Did you have stunt lips so you didn't have to kiss his hair lip?
Oh, that is so great. It's just...
Hi, this is Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shove you off to an operator ASAP because I really don't want to talk to you.
Well, the two I saw are better than this one, Julia Roberts and Steven Spielberg. Let's just listen to the end of this call. It's quick.
Operator, get on the line and actually take your donation. Have you already spoken to an operator?
Yes, I have.
Okay, great. And thank you so much for your donation. You can't even imagine how much love and great.
You can't even imagine how much your $10 will help.
She's trying so hard. The love and the what do I say to this
You can't even
asshole?
imagine how many bottles of water your donation will buy.
She said love and great.
Yeah,
the love and great what?
Great. That's fucking
love and great, wonderful energy is here today, and people are just doing everything they can to make a difference in these people's lives.
I'm just glad I could help out. I couldn't donate a lot, but what I did I did donate.
You know what? That's the greatest thing, and I think it's the spirit of everything and the collective energy of everybody thinking.
No, it's not the spirit of everything. We have concrete to pull off of people. So dig deep, Chiseler. Your thoughts don't fucking pull bodies out of the rubble.
Look, I'm sorry I couldn't donate a lot, but I donated what I could.
That's okay. This is Reese Witherspoon. I only donated 50,000 too. What did you donate? Because I was only able to give like 50,000. $5 what? 5,000? $5? You're wasting Reese Witherspoon's time?
I hate the way she says her name. Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Withersplooge.
Oh, you know what? Keith J's right from Niagara Falls. Jennifer Aniston was one of the people who answered the phone.
No, she wasn't.
And she had to sit by herself because of the smell. That's true. That's actually true, Aunt.
They put her in a booth, in an old phone booth they brought in.
They put her in the old quiz show booth.
She had her feet up on the fucking console with one of those little car trees hanging on her clit. a little pine tree on her clit.
It was nice though when they used her to get the donations up. That she was threatening to open up her legs unless they got the pledges up.
Actually, Actually, she opened her legs, and Denzel walked in the room and goes, "God damn, it smells like the trunk on a body farm."
They're using her, actually not even for money. They're training the dogs to body sniff.
The cadaver dogs.
Cadaver dogs they're using.
Yeah, because they realize it's the same smell as a fucking rotting corpse.
Go get him, boy.
Yes, and they hang a fucking wristwatch out of her vag. Her awful.
They just throw some red stripe beer on it. Go for that smell.
Her panties have a fucking like a hole. No, her slacks have a hole through, like where the fucking acid dripped off the alien's face in fucking Aliens on the floor.
Oh, shit. Are you trying to say that once he's rotting through a lot of fucking panties?
He just burns right through that fucking.
Well, let's get back to the end of the...
with Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah.
Of everybody thinking, that they can help, and I would just really appreciate it. So thank you, Ian.
You're welcome very much.
All right, God bless you.
Thank you. You too. Have a good evening.
All right, bye.
He didn't even try anything.
I would
be like, "Hey, Reese."
Yo, Reese.
Like, what up? What up, Reese?
Me and you, right, Reese?
What you doing after this fucking show? He didn't even try.
I gave what I could.
Yeah,
I gave what I could. I wish it could have been more.
Every little bit helps. It's good for you. It's good energy.
Shut up. Special K. Affected twat.
Special K.
Yeah, do chill, guys. Turn it off. I can't even. I'm just.
No, it's just
Isn't
leading.
it bad?
This is just leading to us being able to do Jennifer Aniston pussy jokes. So,
Smelly.
so bear with us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Special K. Stephen S. from Bayshore. Well, yeah. Her vag smells like it should be under 2 tons of Haitian rubble. Yeah, we can.
Oh, yes. Look.
All right.
Liberty.
You want to hear how Julia Roberts talks to the average Joe?
With her great smile?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she didn't shower for the telethon.
No.
She dressed down, guys.
Who?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts?
She dressed down, man. It looked like her hair might have been a little greasy. Like she was like, you know what? This isn't the time or place to get all dolled up.
Yes, I did. I made a donation on behalf of my 2 boys for all the children that have lost their parents.
How old are your boys?
4 and 7.
Oh, fantastic. It's such a great age, isn't it?
God, they don't know what to say to these
Without it, there's no 5 and 8. Is it a great age?
It's such a great age.
Well, wait till you hear her relating, though, man. Because she's a mother, too, you know.
How old are your boys?
I backed them into a lake. I'm sorry, they're not alive anymore, but I just want to contribute some money.
Oh, thank you, Scott. How much did you say?
I'm going to send a contribution in Connor's name.
People are saying Reese Witherspoon is my favorite new Anthony character.
Hi, it's Reese Witherspoon. How much did you donate?
Please.
4 and 7.
Oh, fantastic. It's such a great age, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, love it. Love this age. And, I can't imagine what these kids are going through.
Get a hold of yourself.
She's crying. Stop crying.
I can't imagine what it's like to be a hooker and finally be rescued by a millionaire.
Oh, shit.
Jesus, you're fucking making a spectacle out of yourself.
She lost her fucking shit on the phone with Julia Roberts.
Good old Julia Roberts.
Oh.
Victim of the modern
Yeah.
Hello, fuckface.
There's the call to Julia.
Oh, my God.
Hello, fuckface.
Oh, man.
What
You got
happened?
the Aniston clip?
Yeah.
This went out after. I knew it. Yeah, this went out after the telethon was over.
right.
She apparently got a call.
He said, I can smell your cunt.
That's just mean. The guy should never say that to her on the phone.
Multiple MIGs.
He said, I can smell your cunt. I also can. It's horrible.
Yes, it's really awful. It smells nothing like La du Temps. La du Dump.
Yeah. So this woman fucking loses her mind. It's a good age. Good, is it? And I just can't imagine what it's like to be poor and drive through the horrible neighborhoods that I usually drive through when I'm on my way to my resort.
Right.
Because that's pretty much what Haiti is. Haiti was everywhere you go when you go to, like, Atlantis. It's what you drive through from the airport to Atlantis.
As fast as humanly possible.
That's fucking Haiti.
On the wrong side of the road, might I add.
Yeah, scary.
Or is that how they drive? I don't know.
I think it is.
Hey, Kelsey Grammer was at the Haitian telethon, Anthony.
That would have been a bummer getting him.
And when Jennifer Aniston opened up her legs to, let the smell waft out because the donations were down, they captured what happened to Kelsey Grammer.
He fell over?
He fell over from the smell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Down goes Fraser! Down goes Fraser! Down goes Fraser!
Yeah.
Oh, was Brendan Fraser there? Was that what happened? Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, that was Brendan Fraser. You're right, Anthony.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't have a setup to that clip. Thank you for helping me out on that one. And, of course, Susan Waldman was there. And, boy, she's seen a lot of things. But when Jennifer Aniston opened up her smelly twat.
Yeah.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This caller was terrible.
Fancy talk for a whore.
Pitted, so pitted.
Yeah.
Well, of course, talking about Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and then one of the crew got a whiff, and this is
really?
in the background.
Oh, gnarly!
Yeah. And then her underwear was just laying there on the floor for some reason.
Really?
Where'd you get that? Out of the hamper?
Yeah. Horrible. There's not even any setups anymore.
No, it's not.
It's just blatant
excuses to play clips.
It's horrible. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think let me think. I have audio.
Oh, do you?
This guy was lucky enough to go home with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, yeah?
And in the morning, because he was drunk. He didn't realize how bad the pussy smelled until the morning.
Right.
Unfortunately, Jennifer Aniston was passed out cold on top of him. So,
oh, boy.
So here's audio of him eating his way to freedom. Just trying to get out of Jennifer Aniston's room. Just having a tough time, man. Yeah.
And Jennifer, what does your pussy smell like?
Our anus.
Yeah. Why is that? Why does it smell like
our anus? Is that supposed to be sexy?
Yeah. Yeah, that's terrible.
Just unbelievable. Let's get back to Julia Roberts talking to just a regular housewife.
Yes.
What these kids are going through.
I know. I was just talking to my husband about that last night. That's really the most heart-wrenching part of it. All those little kids. So we'll do what we can to help keep them warm and safe and dry and loved and fed. And you're a part of that.
I hope so. And I know we're doing our part at work too. I'm a registered nurse, and there's a group of us that are trying to inquire about going. So
but call
it
ratings
looks like it's not going to be an overnight type of thing.
Absolutely.
So,
That's
we got to keep the awareness going.
Absolutely. That's it. Well, thank you so much.
Well, they're telling us you got to go.
We'll take good care of those boys.
I will.
Okay.
You take care of yours too.
I will. Thanks.
Good night. Bye-bye.
I just talked to Julia Roberts, honey. Shut up.
We got one of these. Mikey in Atlanta. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, I just wanted to say you guys are pretty heartless to be making fun of these poor people donating all this. Punch it out.
We got him.
There's not one person with humanity that listens to the show.
Exactly.
Stop.
By the way,
hold on. The listeners are helping out. This is very strange.
What?
I didn't know this.
Are they?
Hold on one second.
The listeners themselves are actually helping out?
Kyle from Indiana, Kansas. What do you got, Kyle?
Hey, boys. Just curious. I heard Homer Simpson was sitting next to Jennifer Aniston at the telethon, and I think he said something pretty hilarious.
Oh, my God!
That's better. Yeah. All right, we get it. All right, enough. Please stop.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Who was the lucky celebrity sitting next to Jennifer Aniston?
I don't know. I thought we already determined she had to sit by herself because
that's
of her smelly
after
pussy.
this happened.
And then they felt bad and brought her back in.
Yeah, because who was it? I believe. Well, I'm not sure of his name, but here's the last audio before they put her into the phone booth. Why are people laughing?
All right, you want to hear Steven Spielberg talking to the average Joe?
Please.
Sure. Yeah, the reporter was... Yeah.
And did these people know who they're talking to?
Yeah, I think so. Did Shepard Smith have a comment? Josh in Philly. Shepard Smith.
Hey, how you guys doing? I was just wondering if Shepard Smith was asked about what he thought of the people in Haiti.
Yes, he said,
you know what?
I'm trying to
Are you thinking of Larry King, sir?
He dumped out. He's bad. Whatever. Okay, here's Steven Spielberg.
Hello, it's Steven Spielberg.
Hey, Steven Spielberg. That's really cool to talk to you.
Well, it's cool to talk to you. Can I have your name?
Sure. I'm Reverend Lori McKnight.
Very nice.
I'm a pastor, a Presbyterian pastor.
Right.
Fantastic. So nice to meet you. Although I think all of us would have traded these circumstances for any other.
Well, then he wouldn't be talking to you.
I know. This is the only way you get to talk to Steven Spielberg.
You know,
Hundreds of thousands of people have to die, and then guess what? You get the opportunity to talk to Steven Spielberg.
I certainly wish I wasn't here to talk to you. That's what I'm pretty much saying. Oh, God.
All right. You know what? Footer, we all know you're good, so I'm gonna take your suggestion and go with it with Ant. Because I think if I take your phone call, it'll ruin it.
He suggested you two make love on the air.
Shit, I don't know. All right. Damn, why doesn't my pen work? Oh, you see the clip? But I don't know if does the whole clip work? We'll give it a try. Footer, this is for you.
Oh, I wish I had it right away, but... yeah. Okay. Here's the poor fella had to sit next to Jennifer Aniston.
Right. And,
before that.
And she was threatening to take off her panties.
Yeah.
Don't you do it! Don't you!
Well, just sit here.
I got nowhere else to go!
Why, stinks the whole studio up?
I got nowhere else to go!
Oh, poor guy. He couldn't go anywhere.
He was stuck. By the way, we want to make it perfectly clear. We have no idea if Jennifer Aniston has a smelly cunt. We're just
Ian Halperin said
we're just having fun with it today.
That's what happened.
Yeah, you know what? We got a Ron and Fez spy report coming in. Jay in Tampa. Jay,
What's going on, boys?
hey Jay.
Yeah.
Chemical Ali finally put to death.
What?
They took out Ali.
Oh, Chemical Ali.
Next is the Minister of Propaganda/Information.
No, that guy didn't. He didn't even get arrested.
Well, because we're not in Iraq. Don't you know that? Or at least according to the Information Minister, we weren't in Iraq.
Oh, well, I know. But that information guy, that he's fine. He's like Tariq Aziz and the rest. They won't fuck with them.
Yeah, but Chemical Ali is done. Very good. Breaking news. Okay, back to Steven Spielberg.
In the world, but really thank you for the donation that you've made to the Haitian relief. And how have you been feeling about this since this first occurred?
It's been really hard to watch anything on the news, and it's been hard to walk my congregations through, children's sermons and preaching on such a difficult, why did God let this happen kind of stuff. So,
do you mean my Jew God or your
all coming
stupid fake God?
To help out in this way at this time.
No, it's the most important time to help out because, the most important thing, of course, is to get everything on the ground.
Yeah.
And right to the
what they
people
really
following.
need is money and medical personnel. So
Yeah, they need
I'm hoping we can
antibiotics.
get
Unless
that.
it's the
They
buildings.
need a lot of things. They need, something as small as solar-powered flashlights.
Yes.
And generators and things that just to try to somewhat rebuild the infrastructure, which would also get more doctors closer to the people who need the help.
I know a girl, they called her solar flaps.
But it's such a disaster.
Only fuck in the daytime.
And, what you've done and what your congregation is doing, we really appreciate.
My congregation has donated also, but we're hearing little snippets of hope on the radio, like more water is available today and different things like that.
Exactly. And there's some really smart people there on the ground helping out. So, I get very encouraged when I see how much intelligence is really operating and disseminating all of the vital materials that need to get to the people who need it the most. And I get every single day, it sort of builds my confidence that it's being handled very well.
It seems like they're doing it the right way, the best way they can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much, Reverend, for what you've done.
Well, thank you for answering calls and making people's days in this way.
Okay.
Take care.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
Are you here?
Oh my God! Oh my God! It was Steven Spielberg.
So they were both playing a role there.
Oh, do you think he really?
He didn't
wants
give a
to
shit
sit
about
there
talking to her, and she was like, she didn't really care, except for the fact she knew she was talking to Steven Spielberg.
Well, my congregation, it's very hard when we do children's sermons and. Huh? What? Was just having a dream. Fucking amazing.
Do you have?
Oh!
I think you did this.
La di di. Oh, da da di di. What? Oh, what? The other guy that was on the other side of Jennifer Aniston before they moved her?
Yeah, we have another guy that, because they sat her kind of in the middle. So she's got someone to her right, someone to her left. So this is the other guy that had to sit next to Jennifer Aniston and her smelly twat.
That smell. Oh, yeah, here he is.
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh, he's not happy at all, is he? Oh, he's not happy. Oh, and then they put, I think the celebrity they put next to is Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu was there next to her for 2 seconds. She couldn't take it. Yeah. And our own Bob Kelly.
Hold my nose, man.
And then, of course, one person that wouldn't care at all.
Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
Shut up. Yeah. Ugh, that smells worse. He stinks. Does he stink on ice?
But he's a legend.
He is the audio equivalent of what Jennifer Aniston's pussy is to your olfactory system.
Oh, I thought you meant the equivalent.
Can you dig that?
To an earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah.
Poor Haiti.
That's him like saying, could you please just dig a grave for her pussy?
Can you dig that?
Yes.
You think we're gonna, with all the money we're donating, you think we're pretty much just buying Haiti at this point?
Yeah, that's what we're being accused of anyway. So they'll prop it up. We'll build some shit there. Maybe a couple of resorts. Should be a nice place now.
Comedy club.
Comedy clubs.
It was what? Thank you, Straight Dick from North Carolina. The Straight Dick, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Wasn't Jodie Foster sitting next to?
Yeah, she spoke up about
an hour ago,
5 minutes ago.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she did. Oh boy, did someone say something mean to her?
Jeff Goldblum.
Nah, it doesn't really, I looked at it and was like,
okay,
well,
just checking.
I think it really fits, but I don't know. Let's
say hi to Eric in Arizona. Eric.
Yeah.
What's up,
man?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just thought it was kind of funny when Steven Spielberg was talking to that lady. They're all concerned and everything. At the very end, it's like, well, have a good weekend. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just like the good weekend they're having in Haiti. As someone is under rubble for now 12 days, just hoping that maybe this Saturday morning or Sunday morning they'll finally find them.
Well, they made some money.
You know, that type of have a good weekend, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Watch it out, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
See, with another celebrity sitting by a...
Who's that?
With Jack Nicholson.
Yeah?
He's going, Wendy, it smells in here.
Thanks for adding in, Chip.
Anthony in Mount Sinai.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, listen, what do you think the buy-in was to actually get to talk to one of the stars? I'm sure you didn't call up with $1 and get to talk to Steven Spielberg.
Hey, yeah, what was the
you know what?
buy-in?
They probably had a buy-in. I like this guy.
Minimum price to talk to a Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, and they probably ran your credit card through first.
Yep. Make sure you're paid.
And can I just say one thing to little Jimmy?
You sure can.
Okay. Jimmy, thank you. I've been totally doing all weekend everywhere I've gone with a sentence. Thank you.
Well, it's important we all do it. You know, it's the only way to show people.
But
that
the guy
we're
that came
united.
up with it forgot about it.
Yeah, you know how it is.
I appreciate it, because I sat at the stupid IHOP going, I'm waiting for my table toodly-doo.
I was too busy thinking about my fat stomach and erection difficulties.
Oh, shit. Were you a little floppy? Were you a little floppy?
No, I mean, the opposite. I get them when I shouldn't.
Oh!
I'm doing jumping jacks or running from a fire. I never get them in bed. I always get them at awful times. Like when I'm resetting a clock.
And did you see Leonard Skinner at the Haiti telethon?
Leonard Skinner.
What's weird is like everyone got confused because they're like, "Whoa, I thought we were here to talk about Haiti," because their song choice was a little strange.
Weird. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have that song?
Why would we?
As long as David Allan Coe wasn't singing.
What?
She was kind of embarrassed at that point.
Yeah. That's a little harsh. That was harsh.
All right, let's go to Taylor Swift. Wow, is she becoming a big star this Taylor Swift. And you got to talk to Taylor Swift. And this phone call is very short.
Really?
She's probably the most real out of all of them. She don't give a shit.
Doesn't care.
Hello, this is Taylor Swift.
Hi, Taylor. My name's Deborah Bowen, and we love your music, and we just donated $25 on behalf of our granddaughter, Shyla, who has spinal bifida.
Oh, thank you.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
All right. Jesus. Like, Taylor Swift wants to hear that.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, and we donated $25. You know, we got our own crosses to bear, but we're doing our thing. Yeah, I'm donating a spina bifida. Fuck. Jesus. Oh, that's got to be tender.
Yeah.
Your spinal cord sticking out.
You're donating all of her crooked shirts. So, yes, we'd like to donate her back and get a good one.
Sounds like that lady smoked the fluids out of her fucking granddaughter's spine.
God, that's terrible.
What is spina bifida?
I want to know.
It's when your like part of your spine is actually sticking through your back.
Oh, great.
So like you didn't form right.
Well, why the fuck?
And your spinal column is coming out the back of your fucking
So what do they
back.
do for that? And we'd like to talk to Spielberg in case they redo Jurassic Park. We could have this one running around. The fucking spine poking out.
Steve Rapagio says it's also known as pretzel back. No, it's not.
Piece of spine sticking out. Great place to hang your hat.
Fuck, that's gotta suck, huh?
What did Taylor Swift say?
All right.
Thanks for bumming everyone out.
Daughter, Shyla, who has spinal bifida.
Oh, thank you so much, Deborah.
And we thank you for everything you're doing. All of you very much.
Thank you so much. And please tell Shyla that I said hello and to stay strong.
Yes. Try to keep her chin up if she can.
Stay strong. Keep your chin
That
up.
was it.
That was it?
Yeah, she
didn't even know what
tall.
You think that idiot knows what spina bifida is?
No.
Thought it was another rapper that was going to come over and fuck up her award. Yo, spina bifida, we're off the hook, yo. Like your spinal fluid sac comes flying out your back.
What do they do for that?
You pop it like with a pin.
Oh.
And you squirt spinal fluid all over. Oh, my God.
My God, that's
there
it right
is
there?
no God.
That's a great ass.
Looks like a
Oh, fuck, Jimmy. Holy shit. God damn.
I got these pictures. I go to all the medical sites.
Oh, God.
I just put a black line over the deformities.
All right, yo.
I like going to go to the diaper rash page. I love go to colicky.com.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like someone held up a newborn and just shot him with a paintball. That is an awful thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess they just tuck it back in.
This
what it's supposed to do.
This might be a little too picky, but still. Brian in South Carolina. Brian?
Hey, boys. Hey, little Yemi. If you run that tape back, now maybe it's just me, but this is supposed to be a doting grandmother, and she calls it spinal bifida, and it's actually spina bifida.
All right, well, she's an older lady.
Doesn't know.
What does she know?
It's spinal. Get it right,
the
lady.
kids have their cellular phones. What's this, a computer? Spinal bifida. She don't know.
Let's say hi to Mike on.
The old hag.
Oh, Mike, Long Island City. Mikey.
You know what I do to Lionel Hag? I give it to him right in the spinal fluid sac. Let him roll around going, ouch, my back.
It's got to be a tender little wound.
It's awful whole stomach sleeper.
Mikey.
Hey.
Yo, boys, what's going on?
Hey, Mike.
I just picture some young writer in Hollywood calling up like 50 times trying to get Spielberg on, losing all his money just to pitch him some stupid-ass show.
Like a guy waiting to get on the phone with Opie and Anthony. Having a bad joke.
Yeah, and they did raise a lot of money, man. It's fucking.
Yeah, hey,
damn.
God bless. God bless.
$57 million.
God bless.
Feels good just to talk to you guys because I'm just.
There you go.
$57 million. How much does that Jerry Lewis, Jerry's Kids make every year? About.
That's a good question.
Because they just fucking scooped up a hell of a lot of cash right there. And how long did it take them? They weren't all night. Did they have any performers?
Hold on, Tony in Jersey. Tony.
After the mother said that she had spinal bifida, Taylor Swift said, "That's terrific."
She did not. I got to listen to that later.
No way.
She probably meant the donation. She probably didn't.
Oh, why do you have to ruin it, Jimmy?
Terrific. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's terrific. That's terrific, right. Let's hear.
I want to hear this old bag again anyway.
Hello, this is Taylor Swift.
Hi, Taylor. My name's Deborah Bowen, and we love your music, and we just donated $25 on behalf of our granddaughter, Shyla, who has spinal bifida.
Oh, thank you so much, Deborah.
And we thank you for everything.
That's wonderful. Thank you. That's wonderful.
There's nothing wonderful about it. She has a little spinal fluid sac on her back, Sam. You should hollow it out and carry nickels and dimes in it.
You can't do that.
Sure you can.
I know.
Fuck.
I wanted to get genital bifida so it would bulge out farther in my slacks.
Genital bifida.
I tried to give my girlfriend ass bifida.
Because she got a flat cardboard ass.
She has a flat ass. I wanted to give her ass a bifida. So that her ass juice could plump out a little bit like a fluidy pincushion.
Shit.
I wanted to give Sam face a bifida so his flat face would bulge out a little and have third dimensions to it.
Would have a little bifida. Holy
There's
shit.
a girl, Abigail. She has a lumpy spine. She's in great danger. They're giving her hernia belts and back brace and cut-off shirts. We think they're firing arrows in a sack.
Oh, God damn.
They're playing table tennis with a sack.
Jerry Lewis telethon, $60 million. So they did almost the same number. Let's go to Joe in Jersey.
Just
Joe.
about. Hey, Joe.
Hey, I didn't know Lucille Ball's kid had spinal bifida.
I was just gonna do it. Hi, Taylor Swift. Who's this?
This is Lucy McGillicuddy. Mr. Mooney has spina bifida. We're contributing $25. Give me another Philip Morris. Ricky.
All right, that's wonderful. That's lovely.
And what does Reese Witherspoon think about this whole thing?
Hi, this is Reese Witherspoon. Why don't you just take the spina bifida and grab a spoon and just
Like spune it out. Spune out the bifida fluid with a spune. That's the advice from me, Reese Witherspoon.
We are going to get so many spina bifida people mad at us.
So what?
It's apparently a big thing.
Oh, is it really?
I don't know.
I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, see? Didn't even know.
All I know is it usually means if you have it, you're a bad boy or girl. To be out front and marching in a fucking circle.
This is so bad.
Why don't we go to break?
Yeah.
Why don't we?
I guess that did work.
How come I don't like the A in it? That's what bothers the spina bifida.
It should be spine bifida.
Yeah, you don't.
Spina, oh, my mother, the way she made a spina bifida.
You don't get ball of cancer. Fucking heart disease.
She put it in her sauce. The gravy from the spina bifida. Oh, maron.
Mikey, tell that girl she has spina bifida. Oh, I have spina bifida. I'm gonna die. Come here, kid. You might learn something.
Some sugar, a little wine, some spinal column.
You might have to walk for a whole group of guys one day.
We're going to the very uncomfortable mattresses if you sleep on your back.
Oh, my God. And someone pointing out, did Spielberg say they need solar-powered flashlights?
Yes.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, that is kind of silly. I know they got wind-up ones, but, what, you leave them out in the sunlight and then they charge up?
I guess.
Yeah. You could wind them up.
Oh, my God.
What if it's cloudy and you can't find your flashlights? The irony. So
what are you gonna see there anyway, quite frankly?
Very tragic.
Dump some water
Very
and
sad.
food. And
the images
are
are just heart-wrenching.
Well, thank you, Reese.
Spion.
I have to take a leak so bad.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a break? Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Eddie Vedder, thumbs up or down, Ant?
Eddie Vedder. I give Eddie
know
Vedder.
We're not playing fucking Pearl Jam right now, by the way.
I give Eddie Vedder a thumbs up.
All right.
Yeah.
His latest song was playing in the bathroom.
He's a little...
Very mellow. Do-da-do.
Or at least he was a little pompous back in the day. But now, I don't know.
Hey, man, he's a survivor. The rest of the guys he came up with are pretty much dead.
Well, that's true.
Do-dee-doo. Wah, wah, wah.
You know what's very important?
What?
During that whole Haiti thing that we were doing, the celebrity doing the telethon,
sure,
I was able to check and make sure that even though it's raining, my pool cover pumps are working. I just wanted to make sure of that, and yep, they're working good.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
The song's called Just Breathe, the new one by Eddie Vedder. I don't know the name of it. It's catchy. Andy Dick is just a douchebag.
By the way, before you do that, can I tell you what a prophet I am? Can I tell you what a prophet?
Yes, you can.
Maybe Dan could just look it up. Who's on Jimmy Kimmel February 2nd?
What? No way. Jimmy Norton.
No.
I say Jimmy Norton.
I would tell you
what you
was.
say.
I wish I was. Believe me.
That would be
I'm
crazy
still going
right
to hedge
now.
my bet and say Jimmy Norton.
You'd be them bets would be lost.
You don't want to mess with your fucking Jay Leno thing.
Jimmy Norton.
Blackjack. Yeah. Hedging my bets. Jimmy Norton, please.
That is not Jimmy Norton.
That's not. How did they do that? Fucking sing-songy, spiraling addict. Oh, God damn.
He doesn't have it up to the second, so you're going to have to help us out with this one, Jimmy.
Well, Danny may have to guggle.
Uh-oh.
Google it. February 2nd, Jimmy Kimmel.
He's got some pussy on the
They're going to have Jennifer Aniston's pussy. Just her pussy on Kimmel. Google it.
That's the way it's going to go sometimes because some of those people... Google it. Good.
Jennifer Aniston's pussy. The Millennium Falcon landed in it and flew out of it. Hedge your bets on me.
Hedge your bets.
Jimmy Norton, please.
Will you help us out? This is taking too long.
We can do it on the. We could do the other story first, and Dan can find it.
What happened?
You can't just tell us. He can't find it.
Oh, well, I guess everyone's out of luck. I guess everyone's out of luckaroo.
Just Fuck everyone.
No, Jimmy?
We'll do it. Somebody will find it. One of the listeners. Just so you don't think I'm, taking the piss, as my idol says.
Wait, you can't
Taking the piss.
You can't be on Kimmel?
I'm not going to be on Kimmel.
I didn't say that. I did.
It's nothing to do with me.
It's not. I
wish I was. I'll say that.
Is it Leno?
No. On Kimmel?
Is it Conan?
No.
It's Letterman.
Ozzy Osbourne?
Maybe. I wish I was going to be on with him, but I'm not.
Is Ozzy going to be on?
On February 2nd, he will, yes. It's one of the people.
But Ozzy's going to be on our show tomorrow.
Yes.
That's one of the people?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so it has something to do with
Just
Ozzy.
a week later.
A week later.
The whole Osbourne clan?
No, that wouldn't be a
Black
surprise.
Sabbath?
I wish, no. They're in a lawsuit, I think.
My God. They just don't play well together.
Nah,
boys.
it's just, the lawyers get involved.
Yeah.
Why don't you look up February 2nd, Ozzy Osbourne, Jimmy Kill. Why don't you do that and just see? I found it. I want to make sure I'm not wrong before I put my foot in my mouth.
Google it.
Not a big deal.
Google it. Danny is under the gun here.
We can do this first.
Broke that.
Yeah, honey.
You broke a disc cover in your hand. Did you cut yourself?
Yeah, a little bit. No big
Opie.
deal.
I actually squeezed a fucking Pilsner beer glass and it broke in my hand.
I've done that with wine glasses.
Good. Like, because sometimes you just kind of, and then push,
you fool around a little
breaks
bit.
And you go, what the fuck am I doing?
All right, let's do the Andy Dick story as Danny's in full fucking investigative mode right now. Andy Dick is just a fucking douchebag. He really is just a douche. Always looking for help for his addictions, and he was on one of fuck it, did it again.
Look at you.
And he was on one of Dr. Drew's fucking addict shows. I guess he's back partying.
Patty time.
He was down in West Virginia, and this is what happened.
We're talking about Andy Dick over the weekend, who had a less than stellar weekend. He was arrested in West Virginia after, allegedly he grabbed a man's crotch and then repeatedly began groping and kissing him. According to police in West Virginia, he was performing at a club. He ended up at a bar later. According to the police report, he, quote, unexpectedly and without invitation started sort of harassing this one patron at the bar. That's his mugshot. Kind of looks almost like a publicity photo.
Well, the key now, these stars say you got to smile for the mugshot, knowing that it's going to be broadcast everywhere.
Yeah. But, these are serious charges. I mean, these are felony counts.
Are they?
And Andy Dick is actually on probation already, stemming from a July 2008 incident in California where he ended up getting charged with battery and drug possession. So he was already sort of on the hook legally. And now this happened in West Virginia. And who knows what's going to happen to his career, but who knows what's going to happen in terms of the legal process moving on.
Yeah, it really has been a messy couple of years for Andy Dick.
I've never found him funny. I don't know. He's a little off the wall.
Newsreader?
I never really
that a news
found
guy?
him funny.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Gives a fuck what you thought.
Maybe a little gossip guy.
I don't find him funny, but,
I don't honestly know anything he does. I really don't know one thing
I don't know
he's
what
done.
he does either. I don't think he does anything.
What?
Andy Dick.
He was on news radio.
Oh, all right.
What, like an actor?
He was news
Is
radio.
he an actor, a comic?
I don't really know what he's done in a long time.
If you were a comic, Opie, linger longer.
What? From who?
Oh, my God. Remember that?
More abuse from you to me?
No,
Anthony,
that's
why
a
the
famous
abuse?
old
What's wrong with
line.
you? We're getting along lately.
Why
Let's
the
keep it that way.
abuse?
Oh, my God. That's a famous old line. Who said that, as a matter of fact? That was
You're the
Paul.
only one who remembers because you like when people beat me up. So
No,
you write them all
no.
down. Yeah, what's wrong with you?
He's a sweet boy.
Paul.
Huh?
Paul?
Right?
Paul Bond? You're going back 12 years? What's wrong with you?
That was the famous line.
Oh, and then I
That's
broke
right.
his cheekbone.
Yeah,
so we're
then
both even.
Fisticuffs.
I don't even remember that, to be honest.
Google it. It happened. Google it. What's the matter with you? Just Google it.
Andy Dick. There
I
was
fucked up. It was February 5th. I'm sorry,
my
Danny.
God. You sent Danny into a tirade.
What was the February 5th? Lady Gaga?
Ozzy Osbourne and
Barry Manilow?
Get the fuck out of here. How did that happen?
Well, it looks like somebody knows what they're talking about. There's where the confusion may come in.
Holy shit.
Yep.
What the fuck is that about? Are they going to sing together?
I don't know. I hope so.
You said, hey, this isn't a Barry Manilow concert. Of
course I did.
And it was an Ozzy thing.
Did he actually say that?
I think so.
Did he actually Did he?
You know something? I'm not sure now. Just because they're going to be together on Kimmel doesn't necessarily mean that Jimmy said that.
We don't need to hear it now. We all know we're going to hear it tomorrow. So
we're really not sure you said
Steve from Bayshore said Barry's going to bite the head off a cock. Steve.
Yeah. He's going to make the balls like bat wings. He's just going to stretch them down.
Goddamn Steve from Bayshore is a funny fuck.
What do we have on that Andy Dick story? So if you squeeze some guy's fucking dick, you can get a felony
assault.
Felony charge?
You can't be touching no dick.
But then he says it's not true.
Why didn't that guy just punch him in the face?
I don't know.
Andy Dick seems like the type of guy you could take down pretty easily.
Hit and put him out
If
pretty
it's
quick.
a big fucking black gangster, you might not try to punch him in the face.
Do it, yeah.
Andy Dick, don't get that pod.
Touching his
wee
his penis.
Friend's junk. It's a man's penis being touched.
Speaking of grabbing fucking...
Speaking of cocks.
Speaking of...
It's my bit.
It's not?
Yes, it is.
It's not your bit.
I've never seen Sex in the City.
Never?
Never.
Never? Oh. Hey, we got a product that is called the Hand Job.
The what?
New hand grip product being sold online called Hand Job.
Hand grip
And the makers
product?
put out an ad with subtle wordplay. Don't you love subtle wordplay, Jimmy?
Yes, I do.
Isn't it one of your favorite things to enjoy?
Oh.
Subtle wordplay.
Yes.
Honey, can you open this jar of pickles for me?
Sure, but I'm going to need a hand job first.
Okay.
Introducing Hand Job, the revolutionary multi-grip system that everyone's talking about. Having trouble getting your motor started? All strain and no gain in the garage? Are your golden years affecting your ability to pop under pressure? Sounds like you need a hand job. Be the envy of the neighborhood with a hand job in the front yard. Get the party started with a hand job. Your guests will thank you. It's easy. Just twist and tug.
What a sweet release.
Thanks, hand job.
And cross those hard-to-satisfy loved ones off your list with a heartwarming holiday hand job.
Thanks, Uncle Greg.
Here's how to order. Experience all the benefits of a genuine hand job for just $4.95. But wait! Order within the next 10 minutes and you'll receive a second hand job absolutely free. Two hand jobs for under $5.
It's a radio
That's a
bit.
great deal at any economy.
Is this a radio
It's a
bit?
radio bit. It's a terrible radio
Like a
bit.
radio gag.
Is this a radio gag?
It can't be a...
This can't be real.
There's nothing called a hand job with all these puns and...
You wouldn't get this through.
This is like... this is like...
What the fuck?
That's absolutely true.
No, it's real. I swear I've looked it up.
Yes.
The hand job.
What was the... This is like the one that we used to do in Boston.
Clee Motors. The clitoris.
Can we play clitoris today?
Clitoris. I own one.
No, what's the one with Red Peters?
Oh.
The car fucking maker.
You fool. Yeah.
Fuck, help us.
Okay, hold on. Someone
shit.
Dick and Cider.
No, that's another one.
No, that's another
Dick
one.
and Cider, that one's
Yes.
terrible too.
Oh, yeah, you invented it.
No,
Yeah,
that was around before, Dad.
Times. What was the Red Peters car commercial that kind of sounded like Hand Job?
He said something like we used to goof on all the time in the accent, too. Are you looking for... was it a car?
Yeah, I think it was a car company. By the way, Redding from Whackbag. That's right, Opie. Andy Dick does go down easy. That's the problem.
Shit, yeah.
Damn, I don't appreciate that type of talk.
Clitoris. It wasn't that one. No, the clitoris
I think
was...
it ended up on our Demented World
the
CD.
clitoris.
I think the guy that helped us get that CD out was managing Red Peters and snuck that one in there.
No fucking credit? No
Gave him
credit?
a track. The fuck was it?
The credit. The one with bad credit? No credit?
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, is that what
yeah. My credit's Dick. Yeah, that was the one.
I thought it was like subtle word.
No.
The shake weight is classic, yeah. I finally saw that commercial, finally. You've seen the shake weight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where it looks like
they're just jerking off fucking shit. There are some just god-awful commercials now, and the new thing, and I think we talked about
Did you see the workout bench?
Did
you see the workout bench?
I've seen them all, so.
That one I saw. And the fucking oven thing?
The oven thing.
Help me out with the oven thing. I didn't realize we were going to talk about this stuff. I would have done a little research.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. It's like a dome thing, and it's supposed to be your oven and microwave, and it doesn't dry out the chicken.
Yeah.
You put salmon and asparagus right on top, and it's done in 10 minutes.
Like steams it, everything's done.
And tasty. It looks retarded.
And of course, it would never work. You know what the big fad is in these things now is, and we've talked about this before, just pay separate shipping and processing.
Right.
Which is amazing. I saw one last night. It was for a fucking money clip. Dude, this thing, you know the size of a money clip?
Sure.
And it also held your credit cards, but it was no bigger than a regular money clip.
Was it a special money clip?
No. That held your credit cards on one side. And they ran it over the truck. It's a money clip. What's it going to do? Nothing. Yeah. So then they go, but wait, we'll give you 3 money clips.
Nice.
Just pay separate shipping and process it.
Why would you need separate shipping when you could throw it in one box?
Yes. 2 was bad enough.
Right.
Now 3 they want to nail you on shipping with this thing. And it's a money clip. You could put it in an envelope.
Of course.
All 3 in an envelope with a stamp on it. And the fucking thing will go through. There's such rip-offs going on out
with
there.
The shipping and handling charges.
You know what, dude? You get a new money clip, you just put your passport, your license, boom, no wallet, no nothing, boom, dude. You're in and out. It's made of graphite.
You see money clip guy?
Doesn't even go off in the airport things.
Hey, Bob, you going down to Haiti to help those poor people out to make yourself...
Nah, dude, I can't go to a place like that. They tried to put clocks in my stomach and worship me. You know, dude.
I would think Bobby would go down there just to make himself feel better.
Damon, keep trying to sound smart. Him pontificating, he's a dummy. We're tired of him and his stupid statements. Him say dude a lot and don't follow up with nothing. The man's a fool. Bob Kelly should swim in the ocean and come up for air to his back.
like a whale.
Him rehearse before he talk to anybody. Stop practicing in front of the mirror, fat boy.
God damn.
Yeah.
Fucking love Caribbean Jim.
That was Swedish Jim.
That was Swedish Jim.
Oh, it sounded a little like
bad.
Caribbean Jim.
No, that was Swedish.
Now, you can always tell Swedish Jim because there's an occasional Hindi.
Yeah.
So we don't know those products? The workout bench?
I don't know. There's so many different ones.
You ever do dips on a bench? like it's this kind of chair thing that has like 2 kind of pedals that have springs on it, so you could kind of do all sorts of exercise. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. It just hit the TV a couple days ago, or I saw it for the first time.
I have seen every fucking one of these.
This broad saying she lost 50 pounds and got her old body back, all from this ridiculous looking, just a chair with 2 little pedals on it.
A chair with pedals on it
that have resistance. So you kind of push down on the pedals.
Just 1 minute a month, and you'll drop off the pounds.
Oh, Bob Kelly's calling in. Bob.
What?
Bobby.
You know, dude, I don't know what the big deal is with the cleanup, dude. They should just have a cup of coffee, have their cigarette, boom. They clean everything up. Pleasantries, boys, pleasantries.
All right.
All right. Everyone loves doing a good Bob Kelly.
Yeah. You know what, Dad? Maybe I will go down there and look for artifacts. You know what, dude? Sometimes I like to fight the fact that I'm an overindulging idiot. I go look for things that have meaning, dude.
Oh, shit.
You know what, dude? I just want some fulfillment in my life. Hey, we have no bananas.
I think we did it all, man. What else we got?
You know something? You are so fucking right.
You're as right as rain.
Speaking of rain, the weather out there is frightful. Thank you.
The Guns N' Roses story.
Fake? Apparently, they're trying to say it's fake.
/gear banned from Guns N' Roses concerts.
Yeah, they don't want
GNR's camp denying it. Probably they're kicking out kids that are going in with slash T-shirts and the
big
top hat.
slash hats,
supposedly.
But the GNR people saying fake. That they didn't come out with that story. It's a rumor. But they would say that because they look kind of like assholes.
Of course
it
they
is
do.
True.
I guarantee they did it. Well, I can't guarantee shit, but
you have a mic in front of you.
Yeah, it seems
it.
like something they would do.
I guarantee it.
Axel seems to be a complete fucking lunatic.
A douche.
Hey, and then speaking of music, sad day. That great band Scorpions.
Oh yes,
are disbanding after next album and tour. Oh,
what?
That's not.
So they're doing a farewell bullshit.
That's just to get some attention for their next album and tour, and then you know what? It goes very well, and they go, we've decided to do one more album.
Exactly.
So that's just a crap announcement for real. Because I mean, after next album and tour, that's at least a year to 18 months. So
who cares? Why announce it?
So that means they're still going strong.
That's bullshit.
And Jersey Shore cast wants $10,000 per episode. That thing is done.
They're getting hundreds, I guess, a couple of hundred per episode now.
Right.
They want 10,000 per episode, and
they'll probably get it. But,
I don't think they will.
But these guys, you want to talk about a shooting star? Holy shit! A year from now, no one's going to be talking about the Jersey Shore people.
It pretty much peaked very quickly. I was all about it for a second, if I may say, all about it. But this is just kind of, once you see the girl get punched, well, how much better is that going to get?
There's a lot of punching going on. Ronnie knocked somebody out. Yeah. But this is a better show on TV now. The guy that lives in his parents' basement and he's trying to get a broad.
Is that a good show?
Yeah, I don't know the name of it. Sam's watching it too, and it's like, and they had a softball game.
Yeah.
And an idea where I'm like, why the fuck didn't we do this idea at our fucking softball game? First of all, no one wants to see us play. They want to see the broads play.
Yeah.
So we had a softball game. One team was called Meatballs. The other team was called Spaghetti because it's an Italian family, obviously. And instead of like running to first base, they start running to first base and second and third. But the last, I don't know, like 15 feet is a slip and slide, and they have to slide into all the bases.
Great.
And they're wearing, pretty much nothing, and it's a wet T-shirt / their clothes are being ripped off their body type thing. MTV offered each cast member a $10,000 signing bonus and $5,000 per episode. We're told the cast rejected the offer and made it clear they would still stand together and hold out for their price, though they didn't say what it was. They are really stupid because this show could work with a whole new cast. A whole new cast.
Yep.
They could get more characters.
It says MTV made a new offer of $10,000 an episode.
Maybe that's
there are 12 episodes in the new season, so you're talking 120 G's. But so far the cast hasn't responded. Goodbye.
The second season is gonna just
goodbye. You could get any
now they're
Jersey
famous
trash.
Now they're famous living down at the Jersey Shore. It's not gonna work.
Then they won't be them.
It's not gonna work.
They'll be like putting on a show.
Right.
It's like what happened to the real world.
They'll squeeze another season out of it, but then these guys will all just go away. Except for, I think, Snooki will be a reality star.
You think?
Yeah, she will. All 4'9" of her.
She you know what bugs me about her?
She thinks she's
her
hot?
face looks like that woman, one of the wives from Goodfellas. It goes, what are you talking about? The husband did you know that one where they're all putting the makeup on their face?
Yeah.
She looks like her.
And that just bothers you?
Oh, yeah.
It also looks like she got hit in the face with
Steve from Bayshore goes, yes! See? She looks just like her.
It looks like she got hit in the face with a pan, too. She has
look,
a
her face
flat
looks like that woman. Just age her a little more, and she'd be that one sitting there going,
"Would you?"
They knew what he was getting into, and when they're yelling back and forth, she's talking about they're wearing a lot of double knits.
Would you?
What, Snooki?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
I think he would have to for the goof.
No.
For the goof.
I don't find her attractive at all.
No.
Sorry.
No, absolutely correct on that.
If you just saw her walking around Jersey, you'd look and go, oh, there's another Jersey walking around.
She's officially a midget,
Yeah, she's very short.
She's 4'9". I think the midget thing starts at under 5.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you short broads out there, sorry, that are pushing 5 foot. All right.
Ball snooker. And Gary Coleman, we never got any news about him.
Is he still in jail?
Is he still in jail? Did he get out on How much bail is it?
He definitely has a great tint.
Guy's broke.
He has a great tint to his skin now. That can't be good.
He's gray.
No, but it's his face too.
That's what I mean. Not his hair. Like his face is literally, normally that's a problem with elbows and knees. You get a little ashy.
Right.
But he's ashy all over.
And a couple people, and I think you're right. Jersey Shore girls.
Yeah.
Playboy within the year.
If they were smart.
The JWoww girl would do it in a second. Let's see. Sammy Sweetheart.
These chicks fuck up all the time. They wait too long before they take their clothes off. Who's that?
JWoww would definitely do it. Who's that? Yeah. What? Oh, yeah, that name I can't pronounce.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She looks good. Whatever.
Christopher's girlfriend from The Sopranos.
I could never say her name. Yeah.
Dre DiMatteo.
She's holding up pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all, man.
She's got a tat on her pussy?
Yeah, looks like it.
Something over there.
There's a little lip hanging out.
What the fuck?
Little butt.
It's a wreck.
Little butt.
Nice.
AC/DC.
Nice. Right above her crotch?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. And a lip hanging out.
Little butt.
Say, I like AC/DC. My lip's hanging out of my bikini. Oh, what did she do?
Got her hair.
Who's that?
Hayden Panettiere.
Hayden Planetarium.
That's a fan. I'm not a fan of her.
I like her.
Yeah.
I was looking for a Snooki picture of her. She's like making out with some guy in a club, and like her whole
good for her.
Her whole stuff is
in a club
hanging out.
I'm at the club.
I don't know what side it was on.
Brad says they don't have the bodies for Playboy. Yeah, but it's one of those things where you want to see the famous people naked.
Doesn't even matter. They'll fucking lay them down. If their tits are droopy, they'll put their arms over their head.
JWoww
if they got guts, they'll fucking get them on their side and tuck it underneath.
JWoww has 2 basketballs on her chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fucking...
What's her name? Sammy's the sexiest
That's how they
one.
just do it.
Sammy's Sweetheart?
Yeah.
You watch Jersey Shore, huh?
I know
Jimmy?
occasionally. I'll tune it on.
What do you like about it?
Sammy's Sweetheart. I like the fact that they're a very accurate representation of what's at the Jersey Shore. And they don't try to be what they're not.
Hoffman in Virginia, relax. Give me credit. You were the only one that said they should be in Playboy. God. A lot of people think very similar.
Who wants credit? Can't give everyone credit.
Is that about it?
Yeah, as a matter of fact. I was just looking at the phones going, nope, sorry.
Yeah, I don't like any of the calls, right?
I don't know about Baycar. I don't know if that's real.
What? Oh, Baycar?
Yeah, the show Baycar. I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, we talked about Baycar.
I can't
It looked
tell.
real at first, but then
something just looks fishy about it.
Right.
I don't. All those shows on that True TV, you know which ones are real. The like First 48, things like that, Forensic Files. But the reality shows on there, I don't know. Speeders, things like that. I'm like, it's too much like acting going on and bullshit.
You know what? It might be worth doing a couple minutes on this. We're a little late to the party on this. The Christian TV channel. Pranks. What is that?
Snooki, like, making out with some dude at some club. She got her leg hiked up. And what's with that ass?
I don't know.
Dude, there's something bad going on there. And that's only half exposed. What is she, just fucking go to the club and just start making out with guys and shit?
What else is she going to do? That's all she's known for, being a loser.
She suck dick?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she sucks dick.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's not a loser, then.
Huh?
It's not a loser.
Oh, fuck. This guy gets credit. Smokey and PA. Man, are you right. TMZ has a picture of Snooki and Christina Aguilera side by side. They do look alike.
No way, really?
Hell fucking yeah.
Are you kidding
What
me?
throws you off is that Snooki has dark hair.
Oh, okay. I could
Holy
kind of
shit,
see
do they look
why-
alike.
I could kind of almost see what you're talking about before I even see the picture.
JWoww would blow a donkey for the spotlight. That's John in Chicago. That is so true. Are you kidding me? They all would.
She's charging $2,000 for her to come to like your party.
Well, that's what
If
happens.
you want Snooki at your party, it'll cost you $2,000.
No, that's what happens with these reality stars. The clubs hire them to just show up and party, and they get some nice
shit.
paydays. What do you think, Ant? Wow, that is pretty close.
What do I say?
They don't have the best picture of Aguilera as a side by side.
I know what they're talking about. Like I could see it in
You
her
can see it,
face,
though, right?
but it's like Patrick Swayze and the retarded Patrick Swayze,
right? A little
and
off.
the dead Patrick Swayze.
Poor Patrick Swayze.
That's all. Yeah, I can't watch like Patrick Swayze movies now.
Why?
Not that I did
You just
that much, but it's just like, Maybe after he's dead for a while. Like, the Duke or something. But, I want to watch Roadhouse, but I go, it's Swayze's dead.
You should do it.
Makes me feel bad.
You should watch Roadhouse.
That was more of a... I don't know. She's a retarded fucking version of Aguilera.
You make a good point, though. What is Snooki really known for?
Fucking and sucking and...
Being a waste.
Yeah.
Being wasted.
And making out with guys in the club.
And making guys want to punch her in the face.
This isn't an example that we want to set for the youth of our country, is it?
What else is she known for? For real. Telling it like it is? Is she one of those broads? She tells it like it is?
Look out. She's got something to say. I don't know.
Enjoy your fame. It's going to be quick.
These fucking reality shows.
We've seen a million Jersey Shore types.
Really zip by fast these days. They go by
fast. Remember Kimmy from Survivor? Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember my picture with her? She changed in the bathroom. It's in 2002 at NEW.
Oh.
She had nice big vag lips.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Did you see the Christian TV channel prank emails?
No.
You haven't seen this yet? We're a little late to the party on this one, but...
No.
I don't know what it is. It's some kind of Christian fucking call-in TV, all cable access type shit.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And this guy's reading a viewer email.
Louise says, I think it's a real shame that there is cynicism directed towards this channel, which only wants to help our fellow members of the flock. When will people learn that God will never give them up, never let them down, never run around or hurt them? I mean, she's right, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, I'm afraid I smile at that one because there's been an onslaught of such emails coming in, and that's from a song, you see. So it could be that someone's out there just trying to have a laugh, but actually, I don't want to diminish if it's a genuine email.
Fucking Rickrolled in an email. That's fantastic.
The next one was, should we give it away? No, try to figure out what this one is.
There's someone who's written a story here. It's a long one. It says, I'm a newly born-again Christian and would like to share my story of salvation with you. I was born in West Philadelphia and also raised there. I spent most of my days playing basketball on the playground, but also chilling out and relaxing. But then one day, a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my living area. I ended up getting into a fight, which terrified my mother. As a result, she sent me away from West Philadelphia to the most peaceful area of Bel Air.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Fresh. Okay. And I think there's some Mongolians on the system.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Fresh Prince. Oh, shit, that's good.
This is from Haley. I have not always been a believer of God, but the other night I had a dream, and in that dream Jesus Christ came to me, looked me in the eyes, and he said he would never give me up, never let me down, never run around or hurt me. I am thankful I had this dream, but my question is, does this mean the Lord has taken me into his heart? I think the other question, Haley, I would like to ask is, does that mean you have given your life totally to him?
Another Rickroll.
Fucking Rickrolled. Verbally Rickrolled. That's good.
Do let me know on that. But good to hear from you, Bev. Bless you. Hey, Doug. For the past 9 queefs. I don't know what that is, or so I've been really unhappy. I lost my job. Well, I'm not sure. I don't really understand this, so we won't read that one out.
9 queefs.
They've been messing with this.
Oh, that's fucking good.
All access cable fucking show.
Shit.
Oh, wow. JWoww already has an offer from Playboy? I don't follow this shit that closely. Boston Mac, what do you got on that?
Yeah, she told Us Weekly she got a really good offer from Playboy, but she's going to hold off and see, which you guys said she shouldn't do, obviously.
Just take your clothes off.
Do it.
There's nothing else you're going to get.
Do it. Come on.
Entertainment world.
They should, like, when they're hot.
Is there any real stars in that Jersey Shore that can move past
Jersey Shoredom?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
I really don't.
None of them. How many fucking reality shows have there been? How many people have been on reality shows, and how many have actually made something of themselves?
Right.
Come on. Look, think about it. Remember, like, what was that one? The Joe Schmo and
love the Joe Schmo.
But think like all those shows, The Bachelor, the fucking this,
Joe Schmo.
There's so many, and everyone just goes away.
They fucking blew it with Joe Schmo, though.
Joe Schmo.
They were never able to do a second season. They tried it, but it fell apart.
No, it didn't work. Joe Schmo was funny.
That one ruled.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I don't know if it holds up. That's got to be close to 10 years old now.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jason. Jason?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey.
I don't know if you covered this, but Snooki actually was Italian. I'm from Poughkeepsie, and she was adopted. She's actually Chilean.
Chilean?
She's like she got a big Mexican head.
Yeah, she looks a little Chilean.
Chilean.
Yeah.
All right.
Hence the lack of confidence, which makes her go out and just make out with guys all the time.
Well,
it's good. I like that.
Do more than that.
Well, you know, I didn't want to insinuate that she might be doing other things, but I've seen pictures of her making out with dudes.
True.
See, look, that's
her in a bathing suit? She pulls off the bathing suit all right.
Does she?
Yeah. It's got to be put in perspective, though. She looks like a
Snooki.
Looks like a little doll. All right, we're out of here, man.
Yeah!
Jim, you need anything?
No, man. Just tickets are on sale for DC's. That might be sold out already. The second show for March 6th and February 26th in Cleveland. Oh, and finally come back to Virginia, Richmond, this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday only.
Oh, Richmond, Virginia.
All right. Breaking news. Gawker is saying John Edwards has a sex tape. Breaking news.
Wow,
what would he
do that?
I hope that's the story that Ian Halperin was working on. And he fucking blew it by not going with it.
Sex tape. John Edwards, look it up. Look it up. Google it. Google it. Just Google it.
All right, guys.
Google it.
For Monday, not too bad. Not too shabby.
I'd say pretty fucking fantastic for a Monday.
I like it.
If you'd like my opinion.
Yes.
Tuesday.
Phone it in.
Phone it in.
Yeah. No, we're not.
It's called Phone It In Tuesday. Is that Snooki in a bikini?
Yeah.
She's pretty good
What
there.
is she doing? What's she doing?
Blowing
a little
She's going to do like a backflip or a front
doing
flip
like a cartwheel.
She's known for like backflips. Well, now you hire her so she could do this for you?
Look at a little monkey.
She's a little gymnast. Who gives a shit?
Exactly. So what? She spun around.
Oh, good for you.
Exactly.
This looks like a fucking Buffalo TNA for O&A for TNA.
All right, well.
Whatever. She looks pretty
She
good
didn't
there.
look. She didn't look bad in that. I'll give it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sticking it right in her if you know what I mean.
She might be younger then, though, too.
My opinion might have just changed with that backflip.
Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, this is... I was trying to find the fucking penis pump infomercial. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
All right, we'll do that tomorrow. Fuck it.
Hysterical.
Guys, have a good day. We'll see you
Takes forever
tomorrow.
to get it.